All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. And if you're a avid member of the channel, keep on doing that great work by sharing the contents far and wide. And as you could see right here, stating that shocking reports. At least to me, it is a shocking report. And then, as you know, we are going to be prolonging the show, giving you some other things. All right, so let me get right into it, guys. So it's nothing that we have to swing around. At least we covered a video last week stating that the Jamaica national team, a U17, start cutting things. All right, and they cut two players of quality. All right, and we were asking questions there. So now we have some reports coming out from the coach himself, which is Merron Gordon. So we're gonna go through those articles and then make our decision there in the conversation. So hopefully you work with me. I will just have like maybe maximum 2 hours yet again. So thanks very much, Kurt Steele, for being here. Ush Puppy, massive respect. Thanks yet again. So let me just go through the article right here so we can start that conversation. All right. So anyways, this was what Mr. Merron Gordon sent to the Gleaner. Gordon moving forward without overseas firepower. All right, so majority of the individuals that we were talking about before won't be there. So they continue to state here. National Under-17 coach Merron Gordon says he's going ahead with his plans without three top talents for next month's Concacaf U17 Championship in Guatemala. Birmingham City striker Cameron Eubank, along with Rangers FC player Zach Lovelace and Los Angeles FC Academy player Kyrome Lumsden. All right, were expected to be a part of the national team, but they have not yet secured documentation to represent the country. With the February 1st deadline swiftly approaching to submit the final 20-man squad. All right. So what you heard there, the date, the deadline. So some people might have already put in their 20 players so far. All right, but the deadline is February 1st. We are actually at the 28th of January. All right, so we have days to get the job done. And if we don't put a 20-man squad in as yet, it starts to ask a lot of questions if we actually know our 20 as yet. All right, so the player's name, Cameron Eubank, Zach Lovelace, and also Kyrome Lumsden. So those are the three individuals. We're going to go through those individuals because, as you know, we have to always break down things so we can get a better understanding right here. So let me go through the players basically, because maybe your question, what type of players are those guys for we so heavily depending on them? Well, once you hear about them, you will definitely like it. So as you can see, Zach Lovelace, date of birth January 23rd, 2026. Central forward is his main position. And as you can see over there, he's signed to the Rangers B Lowland League. That's the 5th tier. All right. Yes. And he's born in England, and as you can see, 17. But the date that you have to pass is the 1st of January, 2026. So you can qualify for the under-17. So he is qualified for the under-17s. All right. Yes. So it's okay. And as you can see here, he played before multiple competitions. He played 5 times in the championship, which is a high-level league for a player that is just 17 years old. All right. And as you can see here, he plays for Rangers FCB, 24 games, 10 goals, 6 assists. Glasgow Rangers U19, 6 games, 2 goals, 4 assists. Millwall FC, 5 games. The Rangers big team, he actually made a debut. He played 1 game for them. And Millwall FC U15, he played 1 game there also. So you see the talent that they're talking about, top tier talent. All right. And then you have Kyrome Lumsden. He's currently at LAFC Academy. 15 years old at this point because his birthday is June 16, 2007. So we have that kid for a while. He represented the United States team at Youth 15, 4 games, 1 goal so far. And his main position is a central midfield. He can play attacking midfield as well. So you're getting the type of players that we missed out. And clearly, we needed those players because we have heard clearly that we couldn't score goals. So that is something that we have to definitely look at. All right. And the final one, Cameron Eubank from Birmingham City. Definitely we needed that extra striker as well to push us forward. So we had 2 strikers and an attacking midfielder, a creator missing from the team. Let me go through the rest of the statement so we can take it into the discussion panel. The Gleaner reached out to Coach Gordon on Thursday, and he made it clear that he will be planning without those players in mind as the team gets ready to face Cuba in their first encounter on February 12th. All right, so that means they don't have any other matches because we heard that they're going to have friendlies. It is a sad situation that we are faced with because some of these players were waiting to see if they are going to make the United States team or the England team. And then we are second choice, said Gordon. Wow. I don't know why would you go there? And is that actually true? We have to definitely investigate that one. But anyways, that's not that a lot. No, you're going. Oh my God! Sometimes I have to be careful. Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. And let me know if you think it's true. What you have to say about it. You have a problem about it because you have a problem with it. Let me know because definitely it sounds a little bit bad there. All right. Yeah. So one thing I'm gonna say there before one thing I'm gonna say on that side. All right. No problem. If that's the case, and these kids were waiting on other teams, are you checking the dates of the final sets of drafts and stuff in order to wait on these kids to get your act together? I don't think that is a good way to do it. I think you have to prepare without them then. If you knew that they were going to wait on other countries, because for me, that's not what I heard, But anyways, let me take our time and go through this thing because let me put it up here, that one up here, because I want to make sure people can see what's going on because this don't sound good at all. Not at all. Anyways, Courtesy, big up yourself. Osh Puppy, big up yourself. Massive respect. Joseph Brown, big up JD. Always with the factual content. We are trying our best to put it forward, try to get as much information towards the content, and so we can have that dialogue. Property for sale. Big up yourself. Then we have Jason Guna Jason Ferran in the building. Early. Big up yourself. Can we go Stone Mirror? No. Let me just go. Let me just go through the content because we don't want to judge anyone wrong. Shake my head. JD, it's a shame. Some of these YouTubers in the space don't care enough or aren't smart enough to call out the lies these coaches tell. None of those players were waiting for England or USA. That's why we made sure to go to the thing and ask the question. We have to deal with it properly, don't? That's why we don't wait and wait to come out. Gordon is a divisive liar. That's what Giovanni says. All right. Wow. Because once I read it there, it just blew me. Like, why would you come out and say that? Like it just seems like Johan one, that's what I'm gonna say off the rip. That's the first thing came to mind. Like, why would you come out and say that? Like, why is it necessary? Because that's putting things in people's head. Oh, we are second choice. So that means we should always try to cut out our own. Cut out for our own. It just seems like a statement like that. Oh, we need to make sure we have our own at all times because once they have the other choice, they are gonna always choose that. But that's not what I've heard, you know. So I hope the families of these guys actually listening, and then they can really answer to these statements, you know, because you have to follow up these statements. You don't want it to seep in, due to the fact that people can use these opportunities to sink that bridge that we have between the overseas based players. And to be honest, I have to honestly say this: two actions, if this is not true, which I kind of almost sure one of this is not true. One of this is not true at all. So we have to start to ask questions. You know, damn, wow, that, oh my God, man, why are we on these things, man? Wow, wow. He was 15 at the time. He played championship. Yes, I know. And people checking, people know the quality of the player 100%. You know, and guys, he would be a guy over the top for Jamaica. Definitely one of the best players. He would be directly ASAP, ASAP. Not even a question. ASAP. He would be a super talent there. ASAP. Let me continue here. Joseph Brown, JD, I believe Merron didn't want them in the team first. If he did, he would have started preparation in advance, knowing our history of not having papers in time. He called out players in his interview. Okay. What's up, JD? Opal as well. Yes, we are here. We are here. Big up yourself, man. Thanks for being here. We saw Ultras check in very early. Boy, it's just it's not looking good. But we are gonna continue. We just wanted to make sure we set the stage with everything. But as you come in, guys, why oh you don't just smash the like button and get the visibility up there, man, so we can have a show fast. We soon start cut the shows them down to even 1 hour. It's gonna not even go 2 hour anymore, because I don't think we are seeing the appreciation on them. You know, Merron will fail miserably, and I will be on his case. That's coming from Up and Running. JD, that statement by yes, I think it was unnecessary. That's how I look at it instant. But clearly, I've learned the other day, now you guys have learned the other day, that clearly we might be from Jamaica, but the people don't. It's not everybody saying this, share the same sentiments. You know, you have people who just make up a complete different belief system. I don't know how they are good at that. I'm telling you, it's ridiculous. Even when a man say what he meant, they're gonna spin it some way to tell you that he meant something different. You know, but it's very clear what he meant. JD, it doesn't matter if it's true. A professional coach wouldn't have said that out loud. He's trying to muddy the water. If they lose, call them up early and give them the time to get paperwork. All right. Jano, them really are going to throw the pitney them under the bus. What kind of a man I tell lie? All right. Wow. So I guess a lot of people know what's up. What's up? All right. The fans will jump with what he said. The lies. England and USA are far ahead in U16 and 17 preparation, which we did that already, and we showed their final squads a week ago for United States. So that's why it's glad that we always cover the information on time for everyone else. So that means you don't be clouded by lies. So you knew what's going on with United States. So they already knew that these guys would not make it in the teams, or they made their decisions not to play for certain teams. Being second choice isn't it. So if Jamaica was first choice, what stopped? I don't think the documents was stopped. You know, now I see why some of your subscribers calling for no local coached to coach the national team. Well, people following information, you know. Zach Lovelace hasn't been on England's radar and committed to the U17 program months ago. We're gonna get into that. That's what, hold on, man. Aaron Hurd, Malachi Grant, and Amir Dawkins are all attacking players that can help Jamaica. All right, just hold on, man. Let me go back to the chat. Let me go back to the thing right here. All right. Yes. Before we get to um other things. Yeah. Let me just do that. So damn. So, anyways, Garden does, however, have the service of some UK-based players, including attacker Ashton Ashton Garden, who plays for Atalanta United, and former USA midfielder Aaron Hurge. So Hurge was one of the individuals that was cut. So I don't understand. How is he in the team now? So was he recalled? Follow it up, guys, because I don't understand. And if he was cut and in a bad state and then recalled, what you expect from him? Because he's gonna feel like he was not good enough for the team overall in general, and maybe other people don't have even close to his CV. You get me? So I don't know if this just seems like a recipe for disaster from the let go. But I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. It's tough. What I'm gonna do, very early at 30 minutes, we will drop the link so people can come on. All right. Question: what happened to Arsenal keeper born in Jamaica who was waiting on Jamaica? I don't know. I hope it's a typo error by the editor, because you have people in those media who like that. All right. Big up yourself, Jason Guna, Martin and Baker. Massive respect, man. And we're gonna open the call in so people can call in from very early. We're only doing 2 hours, so we don't want to start the calling late and then people call some serious time. I would know the quality because I spotted him and spoke to him for the youth 17. That's why I know what Gardner is saying about holding out for England is base. All right, all right. Always some drama. Yes, it's always some drama, but we have to cover it because we at least want to make sure the fans have a voice, and people that genuinely want the best for Jamaica can come out and talk the truth. Big up Wayne Evans. Hope all is well with you. We are definitely trying to continue. You would think that this the U17 coach learned from the U20. No. Messi, how you doing, man? AD had a good preparation this time. I'm ready to play Jamaica. All right, thanks very much for being here. All right, we are going to be back on the 80 content soon. All right, you will almost never find any parent that will let their child choose Jamaica of their home country is an option. So using that against a player is dumb. But Gentles, you saying that might give people the belief that the statement is even true, you know? Because I think some of these guys actually chose Jamaica first. You get me? And that's what we wanted people to know, rather than the other way around. So you want people to know that even when something like you assume that is better, they still chose Jamaica. So it only goes to show that that little stigma of them won't come to Jamaica, and won't want to choose Jamaica first. It's off the table. Yes. Dr. Dan, big up yourself. Oh, so how come we never hear nothing like this about the players that decided not to play for Jamaica and chose to go on a European trials? Because they are Jamaican. They're Jamaicans. We should just be grateful and hope that we can both work towards a common goal. We want to win and they want to build their profile. No, Gentles, you're acting like the guys did something, which is not the truth. Gentles, that's what I'm trying to say to you. It's not the truth. All right, it's not the truth. So don't put that out in the ear like it is the actual truth. All right. Aaron Hurd was cut, not Urge. Okay, Urge was cut. All right, good. Because I heard Urge the last time. Good. Laugh out loud, joke thing this. All right. Top of the evening, JD. Where is the Minister of Sport? This is for the country. These players are chosen. J.A. early. We waste blacks. Miss Sterling, and now he made it. We want to own him. All right. All right, all right. So, all right. So let me just drop the link so people can join and give their take. People can call in. If you call in on the phone, guys, it's not more than 5 minutes. All right. So that is the link so people can come in. And if you come in, guys, just make sure you have a visible camera. Don't just come on and you saw my high level quality production. I took my time out and then you just come on with a blank screen. I'm not going to be happy with that. All right, guys, I'm not going to be happy. Winston Folin says, Stopper and Garden drink from the same Kool-Aid. All I'm saying, guys, is we have to look at it. We have to look at it. Look at it, guys. Look at it. They said when you're a professional, even especially in Jamaica, certain things you hold back in order to make sure the thing can advance, the product can advance. So if you're going to put this in a cleaner for a country that already have less respect for the guys and from overseas, because it is a thing. It is a thing. It has been taking place from 1998. We know it for a fact. So it is a thing. We heard that you cut players last time, and what we heard that people clearly state that those guys were better, even included people around the selection saying that those guys were better. That's what we heard here. We don't know if it's true. And they can't fit them in time. So how would you fit these players in? That is my first question I have to ask. If these guys never came, would have look if their papers is not done before the 1st of February, and they're gonna come in 1 week before. So the next guys them that you cut had more time to settle in. So the statement, the reason why they have gotten cut makes no sense with what you're doing, because I heard that players came in from Jamaica at the same time and nobody complained about them fitting in, and we know the results and we know how people said the games were panned out. It was not looking good. So everything not looking good and the better players them, but you're not taking the better players them and finding excuse for them being there. So I can see where it screams to a lot of people, a word that people don't like when we call it. But I can clearly see when people say those things, because it has room to look like you're preferring certain things. And at the end of the day, no problem. Coaches can always select what they think they can get the best out of. That is true. But at the same time, you have to come out and own your truth. You cannot go out and put the kids them under the bus if that's if the last option you took, which is you can get the best out of the players them, you feel comfortable with. All right, you have to come out and own that. You can say, all right, then I had these guys for 4 months. You know why? Because you had said it before. You said it on TVJ, and we did replayed it. So you said it before that you have your players them, and you're going to get a few players from overseas. Well, no, we are hearing that is more overseas players pretty much available than local players. That is a surprising thing, because at one point someone says it's 14 to 13 in favor of overseas. So clearly that's not what you had said from day one. You understand me? You had said a few overseas players. So the fact that you're having more than local players, it tells you how lack of appropriate preparation from 3 months ago to this point. So it's definitely looking sad, man. Definitely looking sad. I hope the family of these players file a defamation suit against M Garden and the JFF forthwith. This BS must end with Garden and company in jail. Okay. Well, you have to attack the gleaner first, and then the spin starts. Your production is high level. A question, okay. All right, Jews Fortis. If you think it's not high level, then no problem. I just said don't turn up without your camera on. So if you have a next problem, then you just leave. Behind your comment, just the same. Garden should be confronted by the people who call themselves journalists, but the media in the country is a joke. No consequences for straight up lying and misleading. Oh yeah. Well, other people would tell you that what we are doing is not good enough. I'm just saying, general, we shouldn't make it a thing. If a player has Jamaica as their second option, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, but at the same time, you should make sure it's actually accurate first. And if the last option is the truth, then we still have to approach it different. Yes. Giovanni, bless up, bless up, bless up. Select who you want, but don't tell lies. Yeah, man, just come out, and if your system not working good or you're not getting everyone that you wanted, your old client said, all right, let me see if we can get some people fast. Yes, man. Um, Merron Gordon is waiting until the competition is done to make a plan. All right, and you see, Jay Taylor had said something like that, and I heard the whole entire Jamaica try jump down on him, and Jay Taylor turned out to be wrong. Jay Taylor turned out to be right. So, but the problem is, people, what we do are 24-hour stories alone. We put out, and that's why I have some of them people that can come here and talk them like a dodgy thing. 24-hour stories. So them friends, them big liar friends, them can always cover for them. I can tell them, and the fraudery in this country is different level. You get me? Every single time, every single thing, the fraud is just astronomically great. It just always go down that line. Always go down that line. It's not about the actual facts towards nothing. You get me? Because if you're applying those things, you would have actually gotten through to a lot of a lot more tournaments. You would have done much better than what you're doing. You get me? So clearly it's not working. But their pride is a big thing, Yeah, man, their pride is a big thing. Their pride is a big thing, people. I'm telling you. As you can see there, we're just going through all the necessary information right here, which is yeah, man, let me block this fool. Come on from my channel, man, and go, man. Clown. Yeah, so we continue here. You have some of them, it doesn't matter what happened, they come here every day, they try to just attack what you're saying because they're coming from some little clown places. You get me? You know, stay away on them, man. After we never ask, we never come here. Anyway, so this is the listing of the teams. Mexico, 14 wins. United States, 17. Costa Rica, 10. Honduras, 5. Canada, 7. These are World Cup appearances, guys. All right. Panama, 2. 82. Jamaica, 2 times they qualified through the U17. Yes. And Cuba twice. All right. So as what I've always said, that's the first thing they're gonna say. The first thing they're gonna say, yo, we're qualified already, and we never have certain people here. Because that's the thing that they've always used. Oh, Mexico, we went up against Mexico and them barely beat we. Okay, when was that? Last year? The other year before? So you are the same 17 years old 7 years ago, 8 years ago. You think that they don't have more data at 17 5 years later? The same 17-year-old don't have access to more data to literally be more educated? Cataract, please turn the camera on because you're gonna be the first one not turning your camera on. So let me lead with respect, now, brother, man. Come on, now, man. Can't with our brother, man. The lack of respect. Me say something and you want to do the opposite. Me not let on cataract, I'm done with him, man. You gotta call in cataract because if you can't turn the camera on, it not gonna work. I'm a high level production. My high level production is my camera. All right. Yes. Yeah, man. Take your time, cataract. All right. Yeah. Good day, Martin. How you doing, man? Hope all is well.
Yeah, man, everything
Martin.
good, JD. Me if you come on to the car.
Yeah, man. Close the next page. You have a next page open. Just
Okay.
close it, and it's gonna go silent.
You wash out when it no dry.
Why cataract talk about all them slackness on the stream? You see why you can't let them in? You see why you can't let them in? So you have a next page open, Martin, because we're getting a feedback.
Me close it, man. Me close it, man. Me close it.
Okay. All right, because I was getting a little feedback. So, all right, then what you do
Yeah,
then?
man.
Once I am talking, you mute the mic, and then once you want to talk, you unmute the mic. All right? Yeah, because maybe you don't have the earpiece. I don't know what's causing the feedback there. All right? JD, flashback. Every competition is the same thing. Yes, top of the morning. Big up yourself, Randy, with football with Randy. Massive respect. JD, now the players are available. Use them. Yes, this is why we need a coach who has no connection with JA. That's what we have always said. But this is the one that we get. You know, it is sad, man. It is sad. This is sad. But guys, I'm telling you, the reason why a lot of people can get away with these things, it is because of the same people. All right, it's the same people because they love to use metrics. Oh, we did this and we did that because a lot of them are equally as xenophobic. You get me? So they keep on selling the same thing in the same space. So people believe that it's actually okay to be doing these things. You get me? Yes, and we have to keep on pushing it out there. That's why Wendell is the TD and is around the youth team. He qualified the team to a youth. Yeah, but the problem is guys, 7 years ago, 7 years ago to now is not the same. Technology have risen to a higher level. So obviously it could have been done long time. But 7 years later now, you literally can have a computer because you can afford the computer one. All right, we're gonna take off Cataract off the screen. If Cataract can't put him face on the screen, him not have no reason with it on it. Cataract, you want us call him, my brother? Because you're unprofessional as Ross. We say we want that thing and you not give it. So Cataract will come off our program. We're not allowing anybody without them camera. Simple as that. Yes, so him put on him camera now, so we put him back on. Anytime he take it off, we take him off. Yes, I'm have too much attitude. You get me? But anyways, all I'm trying to say is the excuse where people always used to say that oh, we did that 7 years ago, we did that 5 years ago with only local players. It can't work because people are way more educated now, period. You understand me? Or even they have more access to education. It cannot work. You get me? Anyways, so let me bring in the panel. We have Martin. Martin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. And then we have Cataract. I don't know why is he posing there for no reason.
But Bridget, some ask you special this. Brother, you live a Belgium where it's cold, Right now, if you look outside, a beer sun. Man sweating blood. Man's not hot.
Okay.
So man was off of his shirt, let's I get the sun tan and talk and you try food. But me I watch your style, because only me have strength for the turn on camera. Me I go see if such man trad on the program. If you're gonna tell
Such
them
man now
about
come
turn on
on.
camera.
Such man have to just go on and do the music and stay in there. Cause him have to just be respectful,
But
So him stay in there,
what they are saying now with Gucci glasses and thing and it's so me I
Okay.
say
Okay, so
a trampoozle. You see what me I say? Oligarch lifestyle. Big up Martin. The 7G.
Yeah, man. Big up that,
Yeah. Say your piece first before Mr. Mine. Because when Mr. Mine, nobody not tap me, Oh.
Yeah, man. So my piece based on the article, to be honest, when me see the show, me here with JD, I read the article myself on the screen. My man said the coach really said that. Me have to wind my eye about 3 times, cause me couldn't believe say the national coach would have said a statement like that. Even if it is true, me no doubt them would have just call. Well, look like him a blame the youth them. Like if him fail and they never get the best player, him can come up and say them youth are he choose Jamaica for them second choice and them not have no evidence on that. That them always ask when we make statement, JD and you make statement, them always ask for evidence, This
yeah.
that is just a random statement for say the youth them choose Jamaica as a second choice. Because going up to the campaign, me I watch YouTube, me here say the youth them don't me here say you don't want to play for US and them I choose Jamaica. So that statement they drop in now few weeks after. It confusing me that the company show today and say no sir that it not right. I mean, okay, when nobody wants to say in a chat, me and Jamaica need do right to make that statement as a national under-17 coach, randomly making that statement, no proof, and just acting like if I fail, you go blame the youths them, say never get the better player because them not interested. Me hear so Lovelace interesting for months. Because a months, me I watch YouTube and me I hear about this youth. So
yeah,
so
but
why them always I blame the ball of them forget them passport? Why
yeah,
as
but he said more than one thing, He said document problem, and others waiting out for other countries. You understand me? So maybe he's saying Lovelace as the document problem, and
Mhm.
the other guys them seeing to see if they looking to see if they can make other countries. You
So,
get me? But I heard that Lovelace have document problem. I am not 100%
so
sure. You get me?
Yeah.
But if he
JD,
had a document problem, let me just finish my part. If he had document problem, who is the one, the hands-on personnel that's actually carrying these conversation? Because remember, that's where the people that as had as the the ability to have these communication skills can
Mm.
go back and forward to know or by her a earlier date that the player won't be available. So who is the man in charge of that? That is a problem there. So that is my first ask, because if you have a problem, if you have a person that liaison back and forward, they are going to figure that out before 3 days before the first. You understand me? You
Mm.
can't wait until the first. That's all I'm saying still, you should have known that a while ago. Yes, Ketarak, what say you, big boss?
afternoon, JD. Afternoon, Martin again.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
sorry for my earlier rant and thing, but um, so I wanted to take the opportunity to break this down a little bit. You notice how far I stay from the sun, yeah? But we still in the, if I'm the red, we still in the middle. And we knew that these things were going to happen. So I hope at the next press conference, the good men and women of the media are going to ask the coach for the proof. What I encourage the persons who said they're going to take it by them head for do is all the players declare on camera. They sit down and do a live stream over tell us a Vibes Cartel and a DJ, and they only listen to Bob Marley. Everybody declare. Those who were reluctant to come on camera, like Zach, we have a voice note them. We have the voice note them. We also know other things which cannot be made public, why that statement is nonsensical. We had sufficient professional players and sufficient players in professional elite academies. Zach Lovelace is a professional player. He has a professional contract. He gets paid to play football. He might be a youth, but he's not a picnic. He is paid by Rangers. As a matter of fact, he was paid by Millwall to play football because he was in Millwall's first team since
Mhm.
age 14. He made his debut at age 15. He wasn't running around the place telling people when he was playing against Veer United that, oh, I'm playing against big man, that's why I lose. No, he was playing against Bobby Reed. You hear me good?
Mhm.
Because last year Fulham was in the championship. That was one game. Go look it up. He was playing in the first time when he was on a bench that he played against Ethan Pinnock. Brentford was in the championship 2 years ago. So the JFF should have known of this youngster from them time till now. Zach Lovelace has no desire to play for England. He has no illusion to play for England. And there are other things which we will not speak about. It means that he never play for England. But those are only the tip of the iceberg. What happened to Cameron Eubank, who has all documents? He's a
Um,
professional player at Birmingham City.
but,
He
but maybe he's one because that's why I put out two statements. So who not have documents
al-
are all allowed to play for other countries.
allow me.
Mhm.
JD, Cameron Eubank sat down and did a 20-minute interview on Reggae Boyz commentary. Everybody can go and listen it. And he said he has his documents. He has his documents. There's no problem with Cameron Eubank's documents. There was a problem with Zach Lovelace's documents. But let me share with you why I believe that that's a big red herring. If you left this thing up to people who don't know what they're doing, they got no guidance officially from the Football Federation. So they're out there swimming in the water, and a couple good natured Jamaican people are trying to help them. You know what I mean? But the problem was deeper and bigger, right? JD always says something about a social matter, right? You know, so I'm not gonna raise the issue here, right? But come and talk to you about it. But we have to know the social circumstances under which some Jamaicans live in the diaspora. You understand? There were other players. There is a player at West Bromwich Albion under the tutelage of Dion Burton. Dion Burton did his part, put him in touch with some persons. Where am they? Where am they? Him not have no document probably in Pupa Jamaican. In Muma come from Ghana. So I'm not looking for no grandfather birth certificate. Where is he? Why his name is never even mentioned? And he is in the first team playing for Dion Burton. The defender at Arsenal, whose father is a serious Baba Rastaman will live in Ethiopia. Where am they? Both man away for England. Them youth they conscious to the bone. Where is the professional player? I have a careful I say so. Professional player whose mother said she would fly to Jamaica with her son and deal with the application here in time, because they have been aware of his name for over 3 months and is in the last part of January. Any sort of contact was made. So I think it's unfortunate. Part of it is not true. And I think this will damage things. But as I said on another program, I am confident that the coach has all that he has to go ahead and win this tournament. How much time I tell you that, JD?
All right.
Secure qualification and win the tournament, because the pieces of the puzzle that you have left on the board, the dubs them where you're leaving at your dub box and not playing at a 1-for-1, means that the ones them where you have are some big song. Because the amount of the professional players, they're not a whole heap of them. Because at 15, 16, they're not that many professionals, right? The amount of professional players that you left on the board. When a player gets a professional contract, it means that him developed. He's not a work in progress. Zach Lovelace is not a work in progress.
All right. Well, hold on a little bit.
Yeah, man,
People, as you come in, smash the damn like button, get the video over 100 or 200 likes, and it will restore our time and get out of you guys' face then, you know? Yeah, man. Anthem, massive respect. Thanks for the super chat and always supporting the channel as well. Massive respect. Kurt Steele, yeah, man. Kurt Steele, have a bun out some of them, man. Them coming, them look a fraud account. I try beef him with channel, you know? Because they don't want to hear nobody a rave about what we're talking, you know? When we only talk straight. Because they want the whole will lean up like themselves, you know. Costa Rica has 16 professionals on the team. Okay, maybe Costa Rica could have 16 professionals because I showed you how their under 20 routine went, and it's easier for them to have it because they kind of put in their players in their main team, their main league earlier. They produce a lot of talents. That's I'm surprised that people keep on saying that Costa Rica will be old and they don't have any replacement. The man them have some of the best talents in the region. You know, maybe they don't have as much as what they should have had, but they still have time before the World Cup comes. Wear sunglasses indoor. Yes, yeah. I heard him on the. Ketrak is something else. We need a coach that can teach the youth how to retain possession of the ball. I'm not saying tiki taka football, but we turn over the ball. Okay. So cry. What hold on, we don't know nothing about that. Top Gyalis JD, big dancer keep. Summertime, bad gal. What? Me need you for promote the thing? What? I don't understand. I am not a promoter, sir. I, I am not a promoter. I don't know where that comes from. I am doing YouTube. I wasn't a long time ago. We see the bench. Um, we see they benched our best player at the youth under 20s. Yeah. Well, the amount of madness happened, we don't even know. Back then, the players at U17 level and U20 level weren't all professionals. Even at 15-year-old player, 15-year-old played versus Fulham today for Sunderland. Where are our players playing? Coles, Concacaf. Concacaf is leaving us behind. Yes, I do agree, Giovanni, but tell her what, you can't tell them anything because they know everything. Even when you're putting the facts there, they're going to tell us some metric. Through them born in England. Because that's one of their take. A true them born in England. Coach I put out a sort of disclaimer. So if him lose, him can point to what he said. But that means you only have one plan then. Because if you know that persons have to come from a different location, you just brought in two and you claim that those two couldn't acclimatize fast enough to fit in. So maybe that's why you're gonna move on from them. So what give you the reason that those others would have like acclimatized? So you should have had um two other options, two other ideas in mind. You get me? You should not stop there then. The players choosing England and USA a week before squad selection. Why Jamaica recruiting so much players at under 17 level? Jesus Christ. Teddy, 88 players. Italy tried to get the other day, and they're under 15. That Teddy. All right, so go and watch that Teddy. May I beg you, please? Just go and watch that Teddy. Come in, you get a kick off and mash up my show. You understand me? Nigel said, if the JFF is serious about tapping into top talent in the diaspora, they need to learn from Morocco. Formal recruiting process, they have aggressive scout all over Europe. Yes, and worst we heard that we have more money, so we're gonna be doing more things. You get me? So I guess we have to start doing more things wisely. Even if it's so. As we know, money is what it is about. But he seems to need an excuse, shouldn't say that. All right. So Anthem saying he should not say that. I think there is some truth to what the coach is saying. So state the truth to what the coach is saying. Football with Randy, please. So we can, chop it up. No Jamaican coach should be involved from the youth level to the national program. But Mr. Speed said they want people to carry back the information. So it has to be a Jamaican coach in the ranks, or else nobody can learn. That's what they said. Both Lovelace and Lumsden have a documentation problem. Lumsden even more complicated. So what is the coach talking about? Holding out. This guy, okay, well, he said documentation here, so I don't know. It's all over the place. All right. Big up yourself, Bossy, for the super chat. Yes. So let me
So
bring back
JD,
Peter
so that
and Martin. Go ahead,
That no
Martin. Go
mean
ahead.
say JT Taylor did right based on
Yes,
the
JT Taylor was right.
yeah
So even
based
when
on
we
the
think JT Taylor madman and
yeah.
then people beat him, at least a man can still write, and we have to give him his credit when he's right.
It
You
seems
understand me?
like him not have
Yes.
no plan. Him not have no plan, and it really sad. Them the comments section and to the league while we are recruit them. It seems like we they like in the cave with the back of cave JD in a
Martin,
Jamaica.
Martin, Teddy
No,
talk we want talk, so we have to always fight Teddy.
no, but this enough for Teddy alone because there are people at least to the league talk it. JD may I tell you people were in the chat. I saw them think. Them just now go say it. Teddy Lee just say it. And it seems like them not see where football I go, where every other Caribbean I do, every other country I do. I recruit the best player. Yeah, when I say for push aside for we local base player, but them have to bring up themselves. And that way always bring back to the coaching and it always I go far back on JFF to try improve the coaching in a Jamaica. So when we can build the ball of them in the grassroots. So when say a coach come in and call 15 overseas player. We have 15 we can match up with them and say, all right, but we don't have the quality now, and that's just the facts. And that's the truth, and them want to hide it from themselves. Them just hide it from themselves, JD, but them know the truth. Come on, and they know the truth is the facts. We don't have the quality. It's look like them man just want go in a competition and win a one match, as I said, against Mexico, against Mexico, and that's the overachievement for Jamaica. Them man I know have the mentality say, yo, the man them can go in at under 17, try win the tournament with the best team, and get local cash for the federation, and that would expose footballer even more. Because me know say at least 5 or 6 local baller would have they on the team. And when them got the work up, who scout I go see them, right? So me don't know where the concept and it really sad to the coach make that statement there and yeah, everybody have them statement for me, but that statement just do right. Based on the look on ally situation, based on the situation, JD, and what going on from month till now, that statement there. At the time, it really bad. When the list will put out, so you know where we are going to see now, JD. Be Marcus Garvey. That's cool. Be a them Monday.
Okay, okay.
May I tell you?
Because Randy with football with Randy said a lot of players will say yes to Jamaica, but if England, USA, or Canada calling, they will go. But Randy, that's why we have a thing called relationship. That's why we develop a relationship. So and that's how scouting goes. You will know who would say yes, and if England comes, they still come here because they have made a commitment. That means you have to have connection with them. You have to have dialogue with them every single time, Randy. You understand me?
JD,
And that's
one
what we're
minute.
saying.
It look like cataract them feel with the under 20 them, like cataract them and Ian them feel because under 20 should approve at least some of them Jamaicans say that statement say the Englishman them don't want to play for Jamaica and them choose Jamaican as second choice. It's a lie. So it look like the campaign where cataract them in do Ian them and show the man them say the man they want to come from now and it far back way down under 17 and hear the statement we just read. That means say that man they were just write that statement they don't learn nothing from the under 20 JD.
Well, Randy say the coach has a point and him believes so. So I have no problem, but I have no problem with Randy thinking out loud. But I'm just looking at what you're saying, and what you're saying is facts. Clearly, the last time we tested the guys them to see if they are willing to come, we get high quality player. Even players that are playing in the Premier League chose to come to Jamaica and literally never got in a game because Jamaica never chose them. So Randy, that's a tough one, Randy. That's a tough one. All right, Brian Mighty, we have sent you the link. We don't get you none at all. All right. All right, Boris Johnson, blessings, hope all is well with you. Issa Allen, yes, there. All right, yeah, man, we want to hear from everybody, on this one, All right, no problem, big boss. JD, this a early excuse. The preparation start late. Please find out why the preparation start too late. and fault is it is and you will be surprised. All right. We said we just wanted to bring it out to the public. Then we have that conversation, and then we go back on our backroom staff again to do other works on it to see what's really going on and how it's going to improve. Because they had always said to us the next one will be 2 years, so they can get everything right. You get me? And we want to give them time, but sometimes they come out and make some statements. You're wondering if, okay, all right then, no problem. We want to give you time, but it seems like you're trying to burn a bridge here, you know. So it's tough. I don't know what's going on, and we have to start asking these questions. Kevin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive respect. Randy, you need to follow up with that one, man. Brown Beer, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Kurt Steele said, that's why I had to stop stressing myself. Listen to you two, because some of these dudes that are reggae boys, them so one-sided. Okay, well, it's okay, man. Then we have Pagan in the building. Big up yourself. Football Global, massive respect. Brian Burke, big up yourself. And Anthem with another super chat. Massive respect, man. All right, thanks very much. Yes, Cataract, let me continue here. So what we have on the screen now, what you're going to bring up, would be what who we're going to be facing. All right, who we're going to be facing and what they are doing at this point. All right, like the brackets and everything. You get me? So what you expect, because we cannot just go straight up bad. We want to see if it's possible for us to still qualify. We wait until Martin comes back, then we take out the super chat here.
I wish I could just fast forward to February 12th, because I believe that we are going to be ecstatic. We're going to be cheering a large number of goals as Jamaica's under-17 crush Cuba.
Okay.
I heard somewhere when we spoke about it, a man said that Cuba not playing a friendly, so we should win.
But what's up with this thing, Cataract? We go and find the next team that not doing something to make ourselves feel good. You know, it's a 4 tournaments, you know. We did the same thing, you know. Just go and find something to make ourselves feel good. The last time Mr. Spade said, oh, but under 20, some of the teams them don't sign up as yet. So Jamaica are really in a bad phase. So why are we keeping you what we're trying to achieve by the next man don't start, so let me it's not a problem if we start late. Because look, you know, guys, all of the best teams, you know, United States, them start from last year, you know. We showed you they started last year, early last year. They had friendlies chopping and changing who they want and who they are gonna be their main player and their system and everything from last year. And from last year they had friendlies playing as well. But ironic, those are the teams that are the best teams. So what's up, Cataract? What's up with winning? And let me take up the super chat because Martin comes back. So what's up with winning? What's up with winning and doing the right thing? Because clearly the people that does the right thing early wins the damn tournament.
The young, why am I being sarcastic? If I was cussing the team and said they're going to lose, you would say I'm being negative. I said on the February 12th, I expect to be hoarse. I don't expect to have any voice because I'm going to be screaming my head off as we crush Cuba. Do I sound sarcastic, JD?
No.
Okay.
Let me move this because if I'm going to put the comments on the screen, 1 second. Oh my God, be a finish or something here. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get the we back on the screen so I can have the comments then.
But I want to challenge Ian about this Callum Eubank being injured thing, right? Players get injured all the while. As a matter of fact, it should make it a lot easier for you to then go and get the documentation in because you're not playing, right? So you can get to London and do your thing. You're not playing week in, week out. So sometimes when you try to make an excuse for one thing, you think, man and man we took it upon them head for deal with documentation. Must know how them do it. Because these things have to be rushed in such a way. And I'm saying again, while persons like Ian may help, right? In an unofficial capacity. The time as we were told that things changed. There's a new general secretary. There's a new marketing manager, head of the marketing committee, sorry. And, fans are not allowed at the under-17 training. Man with them big shoes and thing not allowed to come there because they are the reason why the team never qualified for under-20. However, we are still having unofficial persons dealing with players' documentation. That can't be. What irks me though, and I tell you what really irks me, JD, which I would not forgive Merron Gordon for if we don't qualify, is that Jamaica went to play against Cameroon in October, in early November, just before the start of the World Cup. And I made a suggestion that having done pay the airfare already, as a matter of fact, Cameroon paid the airfare, you fly through England. Why didn't the coach book a travel schedule that would give him a day or two in London, in England, to look at a couple of academy games? The day that the coach was coming back, Arsenal was playing. And in the Arsenal under 18 academy, there are eight players who are eligible to represent Jamaica. But watch a style, watch a player. I don't know if you know what it called. JD, sometimes Martin, JD, know it up on it. Watch a player, Martin. JFF. I know a player named Zach Lovelace. I don't want to play for Jamaica. That's the first thing them come. Is everything is aggressive. I don't want to play for Jamaica. Because the only time I tell the player I want to play for Jamaica, and when we contact them, they don't want to play for Jamaica. Okay. We have the man on video and in voice note. I say I want to play for Jamaica. In my passport. At which point I lose it because he don't send me that man a reasonability. No, jackass, if not have the passport. Because this is the opening round of the opening salve of the thing. He don't know if he do. He busy a score goal for Rangers in a time. The approach is not, wow, thank you for identifying such a prodigious talent. Let me get onto it right away and make contact and see how I can get this to work for Jamaica. Then they come. They have to contact with a rundown player. Because Gareth Southgate is sitting somewhere in England going, oi, my phone is busy, I can't talk to you. A couple of lads from Hull City are calling me up, telling me they want to play for England. Nobody calls up a professional coach and an FA to tell them that they want to play for them. Which, Martin, help me, JD, it runs in a Belgium. Man from Genk just call up Roberto
No,
and say, yo.
no, I don't think it works so in no country, like no country at all. Like every country, because first thing, it doesn't map out the big countries. Because remember, majority of the players them that every country trying to rush. It's the actual established countries them in football. So clearly, like the England, the Spain, the France, the proper products them that develop properly. Even Italy, I try to get players from England. Uh, Italy is a big country, a big footballing country, and they are trying to keep camps with all Italians of 80 odd kids just to see if they can find a team to fit more of the England kids them in it. Because that's just it. You have Pep Guardiola have a academy set of kids, and you might say, okay, I Pepper train them. They might develop a little bit faster. So if I can get one or two of those guys to represent Italy and show them the Italian way, we get a star on our hand from early because he started to develop from early. So that's the type of race people in. You saw Mexico the other day try their best to get Flores to represent Mexico. Mexico better than Jamaica by a million mile, to be honest. So then why is it they see the need to make sure nobody else can get that player? But you're going to be in a corner saying that you know run down baller. So tell you. So the problem is we're a small nation and we look like we want to stay as a small nation, but
So
yet
that's
still get all the money from FIFA, the big money from FIFA.
oh.
You know?
So
Yeah,
then
that's
so
what I
then
think.
so then the player makes contact with the GFF, right?
A card, that's what they want, but in the real world that don't happen. That don't
Right.
happen.
So no, I'm going to say so the player makes contact with the GFF, right? Hold on. Then you hear. Not because you play for Rangers. Means say you're better than a player where I play for Clarendon College. Actually, it does. Actually, that's exactly what it means. The converse, it is precisely because he is playing representing an elite club means he's better than the player that you have. That's what it means in the real world.
Yeah, man. You have some man reason a lot for no reason. Let that sink in. Keep me. So you have a lot of man with reason, a lot for no reason. Them
Yo,
just
Jay,
want reason for reason's sake. It don't make no sense.
how are your wife a
Look,
feed your JD and jumps Martin, JD and jumps up thing
no, I've been listening
like
to
your
some of
name
them.
Socrates.
I've listened to
Now
some
let
of
me
them
hear Martin
fool
voice, man.
talk.
Let me hear Martin voice.
I've listened to some of them fool talk for too long. Them reason for no reason's sake. It
A
don't make no
facts.
logical sense.
A facts, JD, and as I say,
Ma-
always upon
Martin,
the
Martin, before you go, look on it. If you go to England, if you go to Belgium, everywhere, you know how much money them spend on scouting network. So if Jamaica did have so much good players, why you think they wouldn't take a cheap flight come to Jamaica? Come buy a bag of cheap player for make them $1 billion.
But JD, the most important thing to any organization are the scouting or you can say recruitment. Because that's what build a company or a organization. If you go get up here, you go hire somebody for recruit one accountant and I go for one man with just do me so. The company I go mash up. So
I don't know.
JD, Jamaica don't have a scouting system, so we they are full we self to I believe them money, and we and it in our eye, and we say we not even have a scouting system, so oh it are better. Them me understand say national coach just come in, but when 4 years him gone join JD where the scouting system there, even if the coach can't apply it, who are go there for scout for the that means that that you see the aim for the JFF then is just to cut out all access to the diaspora. That
But,
that are the aim of
but
JFF.
Martin, you brought up a good reason. All right, then. For instance, so they said Mr. Algrims to come in to elevate our football to a higher level. For 4 years, that's the contract, for 4 years. I'm just asking the fans for 4 years. And we want to make sure we can copy his system to continue using it or build off it. But you remember the first thing what the guy said? The first thing the guy said, oh, we are going to have to use quality players to get the job done. So are we using 4 years to get quality players good enough to get the job done in the local side? Because we look like we always have a um but we look like we always favor the local players them, just like when Whitmore came in, he showed all of the other English guys them that were actually playing and playing good, getting some good results. All right, so all I'm saying is So in 4 years, we're going to get the JPL and the entire footballing system up to a level so we can actually stay and use our JPL players them and just Jamaica player to get the job done and use some of the English guys them and the American guys them as the ice and the cake. You really see that happening? You understand me? So if we don't make a bridge from now, if we don't make a bridge from now to get the Lovelace them interested, because 4 years from now, Lovelace will be 21.
Yeah.
And maybe
Ready
he's
for World
already
Cup.
at a big club and one of the biggest thing you never may know. Because at the rate that the guy is going, you have to make sure you mend these bridges from now so you can build. You can say, all right then, just like how Merron Gordon said, 10 years. 10 years he gives all of the players them that came in. 10 years, like a 10-year plan or whatever. So hold on there. One to the other man them, the other big baller them now, we're already programmed to be footballers because them get a 5-year contract. So it simply means 22, them have to play to them at 22, then them decide that they don't want football anymore. So they are already professional footballers. You don't think it makes more sense than the man will just play Manning Cup and him not sure where him life I go. If him go to college and then him realize the life too hard to play football and also do studies. So me I go just do studies alone. You don't realize that. So you give a man a 10-year plan where you don't know what he's going to do because him don't know what he's going to do. And the
I'm
next man have a 5-year security plan of having a 5-year contract in a professional football. And you don't select him. Or you're having trouble
crazy.
to select him. Oh, what sense that make? You see, that's
So
what I'm telling
JD,
you.
JD, let me answer your question. May I take you through the thing. They are Martin. So Martin, no. So not because I'm on their arse, the Arsenal Academy being better than a man with their Clarendon College. All right. So does it mean that a player who plays well for Clarendon College is automatically better than a player who is at us? Like how that maths work? How we maths it out?
J
Right?
cataract that can't match out.
So we can't do that maths. So they come to the fact now.
Can't match out.
Um one of compound trial. Well, actually they are professional players, so they have to be released by the club. And clubs, okay. Then you come now and say, well, I'm gonna pay them what I have fear. Ding! And that's what you call in economics barriers to entry. So you put barriers to entry at every step of the way. So that a man might say, well, boy, it's not a cheap thing for a man leave from Scotland. Google the fare, JD, for a plane ticket from Glasgow to London. For a man go to one embassy to show them some papers. Just Google the airfare, cheapest airfare, Ryanair or something. I don't know, a little bit of money for a man where the assumption is everybody where they are foreign rich. People are struggling to make ends meet. But the whole soft skill approach to say, well, player, let us work together towards getting your son his Jamaican citizenship and passport. There is no problem in documentation on God's green earth that cannot be solved. That's what me use it to man like Yande, right? Because every day that I go down to Pika, a one bag of Mr. Chin me sit down there. One bag of man with some Chinese passport, a ton Jamaican citizenship. If you think if I lie, I die. Martin, if a Jamaica, you know the facts. When you go out of
Man,
when you go
Jamaican
on
with the
St.
man.
Thomas, when you go out of St. Thomas, and I look on the road a bill, or the highway where I bill, I bear Mr. Chin, I push the barrow. Them come to Jamaica, live for the 12 months, upon them work permit. As the 12 months up, straight Jamaican. Me Jamaica. Yeah. So, how it is that in a situation where persons have a thing with minimal labor jobs and having to get all of that, and somebody wants to be a national representative, it must be a problem. So every Chinese national have every piece of documentation correct. None of them documentation have one mistake on it. Because when you go to Pika, it's 10, 20, 30, 40 passport one man I bring coming. And every Jamaican who born, the people that we are trying to track and give citizenship is by descent, who born yourself, there is a problem. When you work in a government agency, sir, and let's say this again, all ministers of government have discretionary powers. So if you have something that say you can't fish for lobster in a, I don't know, let's say between March and June. But if a man wants to fish at the business, he can write to the minister seeking an exemption.
Yeah, I was just leading that to cataract. These man will love come on the YouTube space and act like them iron mighty and powerful. Them don't have contact with nobody in a peak cafe
But no, it's not Pika. I'm saying to ultimately the Prime Minister of Jamaica has the right to give anybody Jamaican citizenship. Because if a man come here and say he's going to invest $2 billion US, not Usain Bolt, but he wants a Jamaican passport, may I tell you, a man in get the passport.
True.
A man.
So
because the Prime Minister can write, and there's a thing, and I'm working on it. You are hereby instructed to that. The JFF could have gone when they have permanent secretaries board meeting. The cabinet secretary meet all permanent secretaries every week. Can say, look here. The permanent secretary, the Ministry of Sport, the Jamaica Football Federation can write what is called a cabinet note to say, we are encountering the following problems. We are asking the government to change its government policy so that if one letter upon a name spelled incorrect and everything else match up, it can still go through. When them do that, at 2 years now, man, I have problem. From Andre Gray time till now. You can't, then the man gonna go to court until they say, I'm gonna get 45 years if you murder somebody in Jamaica. Then go to parliament and pass it,
Yes, I saw it.
Where's the dialogue that you have with the minister to say, look here, this thing that you have that say, if a man eat a hamburger and put some ketchup on the birth certificate, it's not valid. That makes sense to you? When $9 million can come in from a qualification, when I qualify by one goal, when Zach Lovelace could have scored, and I'm not saying that is the case, and I threw a ketchup stain, but you know the player. Yeah, I know the player where I have like a ketchup stain by the birth certificate, by granny birth certificate. It doesn't make any logical sense. So I'm saying to you, to come here and say documentation problems, where is your mental acumen? On the claims are on so bright. Big, fast, and strong, but no big, fast, and bright. To write a cabinet submission. That's what it's called. Cabinet submission from the Jamaica Football Federation. Highlight all the examples that we have had where there's been critical players that can come to Jamaica because or held up for years over a minor error. Because what you want to know in a JD, let me tell you what this thing is. You don't want people who are nefarious individuals from overseas coming here and getting a Jamaican citizenship and then becoming another person, getting a new identity. it's not meant, the process is not meant to kill and stop people. And I said this again, if a man come with 2 billion US to invest, and I say this because when the Spanish man they did a build a hotel them by the North Coast, and Marty would remember, the whole of them get citizenship by way of investment. Come in, JD.
All right, so guys, let me start right here. We are here what 1 hour 20 minutes. We have under 100 likes on the video, and we have 200 people here. So let me get it to 150 now. Let me get it to 150, and then we try to get it over 250. If we're gonna do the time. So just hit the like button, share, subscribe to build back the program to where it was. So we're trying to head back to 20,000. So if you know subscribe, we can't get it there. And if you hit the like button, people can get to see the conversation. And if you hit the like button, more people get to see the conversation at the same time. So 188 people here. 150 should not be hard to actually achieve. You get me? You should just press it one time and you reach 150. So keep on smashing the like button and keep on giving your take. Devil Dog says, Devil Dog, damn. I watched the U16, USA U16 team played against Belgium and beat them convincingly. USA and Mexico is traveling Europe, beating these teams. So clearly, if that statement, which I've heard, they played a lot of teams, which I had said it from early on, that they played games and they started from last year. You get me? So, and then when
JD, wait, Cataract and JD. Now this man say him a one professional teacher. I believe that a teacher, no JD, I believe that a teacher for be much. He may not put all I blame on him, but JD, him a the national under-17 coach. It seems that the program is not organized because me hear this man say him in a training with months with these youths. So even if these professional players them never go fit in and never get them passport, it still seems like him don't know the team because me hear one blogger said the man them a kick long ball. I mean nah go watch no under-17 a kick no long ball. Me I lock off the TV. I mean, no other fans are going to do that. Me I lock off the TV. Me tired for see long ball at kick. And the coach said, Grimm said, Mr. Grimm said, these man just physical, but them lack technique. And me don't believe that these local coach, I mean, they with JT or anybody. I don't believe these local coach can improve the technique of our young baller. Because most of them don't have the experience where always so them when they need overseas. One, we have some of them we can do it, but some of them corrupt for them own ball, and we know some of them corrupt. We have the local knowledge overseas and come back and improve the ball them more technical. But most of them man they will know them, some of them still corrupt because if them was in the position, be a corruption would have still go on in the system. So it just look bad for Jamaica football overall. I mean, hope say, boy, JD, I'm last saying, I'm going to look at some with them look up.
Okay.
Me just say, me hope say, me can see local changes. We can see local changes in a Jamaica football because it really sad. I mean, know enough fans in a Jamaica where born in a Jamaica and listen to your program, and it feel hard hitting when you say some of all these Jamaican things, and we know because we see it, because we literally can't reason with some of them. Because a man like me, would have go up on one ends and I say them some of them would have done me, JD, and say me I go on too hype. I mean go on like me know too much, which as I say, me I just try provide them with the information so even them can get a better understanding of the situation. But most of them, it seems like them don't want to get a better understanding of the situation with Jamaica football. And it's sad.
But Martin, if you look at the approach to everything, you realize nobody are very few. I'm not going to say nobody, but very few make the effort to find out what these guys are truly doing. Very few.
Yeah. Because I was like them, JD. I mean, I want a few when notice say, no, what them are do wrong.
So that clearly tell us that you don't want it to be. You don't want it to be because if you hear that you have something very good here, and then you don't go and check it out. But when time something pop up that even 5% of what you never actually took the time to look at, you rave over and gone over the place.
Yeah.
And like you are the middleman now and look on it and I say, but me look on a player over here, so and that player play it. Rangers. But me see two ball in a money cover play and listen to the man them a go on, man. So really and truly, when you bring the information,
Mhm.
you look at it and say, all right then. So no, me see why the bigger heads them, and that's the question we go to know. That's why the people can get away with it because now me see why the bigger heads them can put it in place, do it over and over, and get away with it because really and truly majority of the people them support it because me see
Support it.
you know what I do because obviously I know that people like those would not subscribe to my channel because they clearly saw what I'm all about. So you know me do go on Sportsmax Cataract
Mhm.
and see anytime Sportsmax attack you go in at the comment Cataract and anyone here just go in at the comment when that's done, especially when it's a conversation of the reggae boys and you always have 3 to 4 to 5 man. I say, yo, so what I'm talking about in the country? Me or man said the other day, brother, I know say Maggie can do better than enough of them Englishman there. So what even if him not playing the ball in for the national team? So you see where the standard come from? One man him have to be 60 times better than the next man and play for the biggest club, and the next man him not have to play the ball, but him can do it better than what the next man do.
But
So if him
JD,
if, no, hold on, so if him
mhm,
can do it better than what the next man I do, if him can do it right, that better than what the next man I do, then
Mhm.
simple. Why not do it? Because him not even getting a game for do it, you know. But you know why? You will have two man I sell the public lie and I say, yeah man, I true the coach you like Maggie. I true the coach you like Flemings to appease to the ego. So the problem is our ego, our natural ego where we have a fight with because we think say the man are better than we or we cannot accept so somebody better than we in the world. You understand me? Obviously, we not have football instruction and we don't have nothing, you know. And we still don't want to give up so people better than we in the world. You know? So then when we are gonna do it? If we can't do it now, and when we upgrade it to C license and Z license, we are gonna do it. You must be mad, man. So I could only see it get worse from here. Because if we are gonna get better next year with license and more academies are come up, bro, I can tell you the people, you know, don't this might not stop.
yeah,
This will
that a big question. Look like we are trick myself, JD. Like me, I trick myself. Say things are gonna change, but it might never yet. It might not change,
it
even with
might
the
just get
coach
worse,
in,
Posse.
and even get worse. But big
It
up
might
yourself,
get worse.
Cataract, and big up yourself, JD. Me,
Yeah,
I go
man.
and watch the show.
Thanks, Posse. Thanks
Yeah,
for
man.
coming on, man.
And
You
people, no
really
just yeah, Mr. Coach, under national 17 coach. If you are aim advice, me not gonna school for no football. Me not gonna nothing about football, but me know me have a IQ and God give me understanding and knowledge. And him bless me with two eye. Me can see the bias between this under 17 system and I always I go say that's why I believe they want to catch one national local coach on the national team because a long time they might do it and the football don't improve. So it look like every time them catch somebody on the side JD, them do graphs nothing and Jamaican don't learn nothing. So it's like a stunt, it's like a smoke screen. Say after a 4 year, he might go learn this so him can make goal, which is impossible. So only just easy and pick the right man them and do fight against you them we want to come at Jamaica and stop tell lies say the youth them a choose Jamaica for second choice. But hope when him do his next interview, JD, sorry for nice.
yeah, man. Somebody ask him.
Him
Yes.
ask him and him come with the proof because that's a big statement against the young man them. Because me
Uh,
hear some he and them say the man them distraught. A man we a choose Jamaica for second choice, who distraught. He wanted this shot. He would have more this child upon the first choice. He wanted this
true,
shot.
true, man. True,
Some of
man.
them youth are this sharp because they want to play for the country. So that statement them better correct it. Because we
Uh,
know enough fans are listening to JD and me
but
and listen.
I tell him, Martin, nobody now ask him. You know why? Because when the time come for press conference, it a go around in a
I wonder if
circle.
them are put
No, no,
JT Taylor upon it.
yeah,
Because we know JT
JT
Taylor
Taylor,
will
no,
ask him.
JT Taylor not JT Taylor not gonna get no link,
Access again,
no,
no.
nothing at all. You know, but me tell you, say the man name is a professional can artist set a group of people.
Yeah.
You see now this happen right here. Me say them now letting the people them where we ask the questions them. Everybody I go work off a robot script. Me
So,
never
and
see
JD, to be
the
honest, if me
only
see
thing them
them don't let in,
organizing a corruption. The
even
only
though
thing
them let
organizing
in
a
person,
corruption.
we are gonna ask them question, they know. To be
Yeah,
honest,
man.
me not put no faith in a no J
No,
man.
so
Them
JT
could
like
attack smooth, soft, and pretty, like, and bring goal.
I'm
Me
gonna
not
run
gonna
with
put no
JT.
faith, and me go up on J Taylor side, so everybody are gonna start beat me. You know, me not gonna put no faith. Me just watch as we cataract, say me just watch, but me not gonna put my faith and my heart, so them are gonna change. Because see, me
No
can't
man, I
believe
believe
this a
you.
happen. Under 17, few months ago, everybody a come on TV, a talk about this, and them a go get the best player, and them not build nobody career. A career still a build. Career still a build, JD.
But all fairness, me I go keep that. Make Mr. Speed can do him thing. When me get to
Yeah,
Mr. Speed, I will
yeah,
ask him about this and what took place, and
yeah.
maybe he will give an next answer. But let me just go through some of the comments. Them.
Big up,
So
big up.
yeah, man, and come on when you're ready, man. Baker, man. Respect, and thanks. Yeah. All right. So let me we put it right here because Cataract in I'm Seti look more professional. All right. So guys, send in your questions. We will take the questions and go through them. No, we're just a run through it straight up. So we have 180 guys. Get us up to 200. Ante, massive respect. Thanks for the super chat. And guys, we want some membership to the channel. You know, so we need back our 20 odd members. You know, so you see all I know where they get the membership and gone. We don't need to come back and member again. All right. Yeah, man. They lack moving the ball with their weaker foot. All right. Thanks very much, Anthem, for the super chat. Shakpo, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Big dealing in the building. Ima tell me about for come at the training because the players is just as good as the overseas players. That's why him send home the two USA ball of them. Okay, all right, big deal. I get mad. JD fully done. Just the mindset. No man, it's sad, man. It's sad, man. It's sad when me hear me listen to people, you know, man, and you know, you know, me and them have a problem. It is like the other day, me hear I do the talk. I do the talk. What are we there talk? I'm here I do the talk. And if anybody actually did just listen, I didn't realize that the same concept of the person we actually talk about the situation. So I get to realize it is a thing. It is a thing. You get me? It is a thing, man. The man them can't come here and act remotely themselves. Them have to find a new self, a Jamaican new self, for end up 15. It does not work. The man is not accepting of nobody. You understand me? Because now, what you gonna do now? Oh, what if you know the next two man them that are Grant and Urge then. Grant and Urge. So now you not get them money. You go overall gotta do it with what you have when you could have called back the man them, Cataract. When you could have called back them money.
But that's all listen.
So you know, me go do now them two baller where they never get called back. We go watch what them do next year in them life, and we go watch what the other man them where they are doing in them life. Just watch. You go see the big two difference, and you go hear the next thing where them go say, "Oh, true, them come from America." Why is it always have to be a true you come from somewhere else? Well, not true you come from Jamaica. Why you not as good as the next man them? Because you not have the setup. So if you want to use the same true you come from somewhere, well, a true you come from Jamaica. Why you not as good? Let me give you an excuse, you know, that maybe your brain cells not fire as the man them, you know. Because remember, you know, if you did come from America, you know, you'd have to go out the training and show skill sets to evolve to the man them level. So you just use the sham to say a true them come from America. What about a true you have footballing IQ? A true you have the ability to learn, and a true you know dance like dog. What about them something too as well? Because them think they mean something as well. So stop. Me hate it when people say thing about a true them the day so. And a true you know they nowhere. Because if you there somewhere else, you have a proof say actually good. So them excuse I need for
JD,
it need to cut out, man. The excuse need to cut out. And not true you come from nowhere, brother. All right. Yes.
yeah, so
Yes.
JD, let me just say, first of all, big up Chris Smith, you know, good friend of mine, you know, original ultra. Big deal, Len. Zach Lovelace is above Omari Hutchinson because Zach Lovelace has played regular first team football. Omari Hutchinson on the fringe of the first team, right? So even though
Yes,
he's
leader.
younger,
We sent you the link, leader. We send you the link, leader. All right, so leader, look at him and go, come on, guys, get up the like, man, and share the like, man, and share the live. Big up yourself doing Thomas, man, massive respect, man. Foreign players work for their spot. Jamaican busters, but the problem we now criticize we want with Jamaican players them be good, but them not realize that bringing in the foreign players them make them actually good because now you have to compete with the other man them. But stop tell people what true. The coach them use it and the player them have okay.
Big deal then.
Friday dance. Everybody has turned up, guys. All right, guys. All right, guys. Now come in. One second. All right, guys. And leader, come on. Leader, when you turn up the man, turn up fast, man. All right, guys, get up the likes. The other man them come in, so me can't ask for the likes them. Okay.
Big deal then.
All right, guys.
Zach Lovelace has been a first team player.
Cataract, hold on. The superstar them come on. You have to be second bench.
Superstar?
Yes.
No. Don't
Cataract.
try that. Don't try that.
We are panelists.
Don't try that.
So you're not going to give the superstar them time for talk.
Back give the next song them time for talk.
Oh
my
God.
song big like every song.
Why are we just complaining about the same thing and then no, you can't acknowledge say other people are bigger superstar than you? You have to just learn to know your place. You understand me? So
just one thing I have to say, man. That's all. Just one.
All right, Mr. Simon Preston, good day, sir.
Leader.
Yeah, good day to everybody. Sir Maxwell, hope you're doing well. Yeah, JD, in terms of how you started the video with the article and the quote that you saw from Coach Gordon regarding the waiting on on England and the USA call up, etc., and Jamaica being second choice. I just wanted it to be clear because I was with the reporter from the Gleaner, Lennox Aldred, when he was asking the question. Yes. So what I want to say is that the reporter Lennox Aldred did not ask Merron Gordon specifically about Lovelace and Eubank. He was asking generally. So he was not pointing specifically to Eubank and Lovelace. So I just wanted to make it clear that the question that was asked was not in relation to Eubank and Lovelace, but it was regarding overseas players generally. Just so the viewers are aware that it's not Merron pointing fingers at a Lovelace or a Eubank waiting on England.
But Simon, that's how it turned out because we knew the situation about those guys. So we are asking, I think people made sense out of it to say that he never meant those specific guys. But in general, because we knew the situation about them. But regardless of the situation, Simon, I, as a professional, because you have always said I should be professional. A lot of you guys burn me out saying I'm not professional. But as a professional, you don't think, even if he believes that, he shouldn't utter it, because any opportunity you get to have people on your side that are better, you will always give them that accessibility to come back and tap in. You honestly believe that he should have said that then? Be honest.
Honestly, I think there could have been better choice of words instead of wait on England or USA. But let Mr. Maxwell and Mr. Cataract to chime in now.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Maxwell, the next big star. Go ahead.
Cataract, JD, man. Boy. Anyway, quick. Look here. For me, it was unfortunate. I don't think that was necessary to even bring it up because look here, let me tell you something. Regardless of whether Jamaica is second choice or first choice, it matters not. What should matter, right, is that we get a quality player, right? Because look here, right now, I don't remember the name of this Mexican player, right? But he played for Mexico the other day, and USA is still courting him. They're doing everything to try to get him. He played the other day in the 3-1 loss to Serbia, and the coach was all over all of these accolades, and he wants that player. We are way smaller than the USA. We don't have that luxury where we can, really push for players like that. We need to just keep our the opinions quiet, whether or not, because let me tell you something. The ones who actually, the players, factual now, the players who might come out first and say, yes, we want to go and try to represent Jamaica are normally not the better ones. The better ones are the ones who, they're in the USA, because when I saw some of the players that Eve Hurge, he was in the US team for for a while, for quite a while for the squad. He was dropped eventually, yes. But I don't care. He was good enough to get into a US, say 30 man, when they cut it down to 23. He was not there, but I don't care. If he is one of the 30 better players in the USA, so to speak. Come on, how many million people live in the USA, Cataract?
330 million.
And how many do we have in Jamaica, including diaspora, you think?
About the other day I've checked, they said it's between realistic a realistic between 3 to 6 million. I'm not sure if it's 6 million.
About 5 million.
3 to 6
about
3 to 6 million. Yes,
because
3
you
to
are
6
outside in the diaspora, you know. But the fact of the matter is,
yes.
so when you compare that we are taking, say, the best from that, come on, man. We have to be realistic. It was I think the reporter, it did stir up a little controversy with it, and it, you know, but look here, the fact of the matter is, whoever, for me, if I can get 5 players that did not make the USA team, I want them. Because that shows at the level they are at. Because look here, let's look at it, you know, factually. I remember in the past when the USA was doing very well. I think I want to say they were world champions. We're back in the past. If you could have gotten 5, 6 of their second string players, you know what that would mean for you? We have to be realistic. And that has nothing to do with whether or not it's first or second.
Our ego is so big. When we hear come and reason with money and the man them respond, you have to say, yo, damn. Oh, we want to beat USA them, so well, we need them third string and them second string.
I don't care.
No. But let's listen to the argument there. Why we want them third string? So you think you have asked
and the ones whose father used to go Kasey or JC or Wilmers, and they want them to make the Jamaica team and they send them down because they can't even get into a USA 100, but they want to come down here. I really don't care. Look here, let me tell you something. If initially I have 40 kids from, say, the USA, and they were not in the USA's top 200, and then when it comes closer down, 5 kids that were in the USA top 30, but they couldn't make the 23. Look here, I'm dropping the other ones that come long time, and I don't care. I really don't care. And because you have to look at the better ones, because let me show you what's the problem now. I know for a fact the coach had expected to get Lovelace, and I don't know about Eubank. I never heard that. But the other youngster here from LA was the other player that was they want to grab gun.
Them a call off leader for sure. Leader, them a capture you. So
yeah, man. So look here. When he didn't get those players, right? He had to do a 911 because he had to recall players, you know, local players that he dropped from the squad because the squad now has a big hole at center forward. You understand? A big hole because he was expecting to get Zach Lovelace. I don't know.
So why? So leader, you coming in a tournament, you expect problems because remember we're dealing with players. They could be injured at any time. So you don't have a plan B and a plan C and a plan E. So just one plan alone we have?
It looks like plan B is to recall the local players that they dropped and bring them back in for 1 week of training. And turn a player, and listen now, turn a player who you dropped from December, right? Because he also had passport issues, but he's a local player who has not played. Listen to this now. The schoolboy league finished. Okay, this youngster, I think his school stopped playing in October, right? So he not played any competitive football.
They might try to take off lead off of the program again.
He has not played any competitive football since October. And then now you are bringing him back in and trying to turn him into a centre forward because you realize that Zach Lovelace can't
And
make it.
so he could do that in 1 week.
So
So
JD,
yeah,
so,
you
so
can't
J-
come in.
JD,
I won't call the
want-
player's name, right?
Yeah,
But
that's okay.
when the names are submitted, people will realize,
Okay.
say, hold on, how come this kid wasn't there? You understand? When did he come in? We know the players that came in just 1 week ago, right? And who you're trying to turn into a centre forward. Because the problem with this team here is that 2 years ago, when it was at under 15, they had a problem scoring goals.
goals.
You know who the top one of the better forwards were? He's in the team now, though. But you know what position he's playing?
I think it's centre
Cataract,
back.
tell me.
I think it's centre back.
No,
Is that the
he's
one that's
playing in the
centre
goal.
back?
The goalkeeper. They had to use the goalkeeper in the tournament because they had a big issue. Apart from the COVID, they had an issue scoring goals. So it has come back around where there's a core from that team in here, and they still have a problem scoring goals. And they were depending on Lovelace coming to augment that problem. Because the team definitely has an issue there. Because when you look at it, you know,
leader, hold
I'm
a
going
second.
to,
Hold
yeah,
a
man.
second, leader. Hold a second.
JD, give me a minute. I'm going to come off
Yeah, man,
and come
take
back.
your
Yeah?
time, man. We don't want to come on the program to people my body up. Warren says, leader isn't Jamaica the best country in the world. So why we always sell ourselves short if we are welcoming and engaging? We do a poor job selling ourselves to potential footballers. Yes, continue, Ketera. Continue.
So first of all, I disagree completely with what Simon said. Because
Yeah, but I tried to ask Simon a
hold
question. Simon disappeared. So I don't understand. You know,
on a minute. Let me
it's
give my thing.
cool.
If you are giving an answer, the coach would have said, outside of Zach Lovelace and Lumsden, who are 100% committed,
Yes,
others
but
are waiting. Allow me to speak.
But catch up. But catch up. Me see I try go, but me I try to say it's not necessary because clearly we know the situation and the other players them.
No, and I'm
So
saying
I think it was general.
I'm saying to you, well, generally, they are a bunch of players who were willing to come and play for Jamaica, who were not waiting for anybody. Generally, then, since we want to go there, generally, there are two strikers in the Arsenal's first intake on the 17. They're not yet first-year scholars.
Yeah.
Right? There's one striker who is in the Arsenal's under 17, meaning he's a scholar, right? He has on a scholarship. There is Pharrell Williams at Birmingham City. In Birmingham City's on the 18 first team. Played 20 matches last year, right? There were those are four strikers that you could have called up or attempted to recruit, right? Because I don't know if they will fit in the program, but everybody is just close-minded to the thing. So on no level do I agree. But what I'm saying is if you have players who, and they were, the question was asked in the context of we are not going to see Zach Lovelace and Lumsden.
Yes, I know that's what the statement said, but because we said we know what the situation of Zach Lovelace and others are, I thought it would have turned out. Yeah, continue.
But I was not there at the interview, so if Simon says that but you know what? If I'm asked you a set of questions about when are we going to see Zach Lovelace and when are we going to see this player?
Yes, I got,
right?
And I agree with you. I agree with you.
And then you have a set of questions leading up. I don't have to say to you specifically, tell me, and maybe the reporter should have said that, and should have said, well, coach, having said that, are you specifically referring to player X or player Y? Because it otherwise would seem that you throw the player under the bus. Why didn't he say that some players are injured?
That is true. That is true.
Is Ian Meyer come on here and tell me say Callum Eubank injured? And I agree with that, you know. But
you know what I can't stand? I can't stand. Why are we always popping up like, for instance, I've took on this story that I'm going to talk about it. Why is it always come like we have to have some like we have to create some misery around it, like some mystery I would say around it? Why can't it be exactly as what it said there? I have never seen a place, obviously I've never seen much places, but we always find a way out to turn it back into mystery. I've listened to a conversation the other day and it was confusing the hell out of me for the entire conversation. You understand me? And no, like this one to turn into the same thing. If the man says something and the reporter says something, we only can go with what the reporter said. Me understand?
Jamie, I don't but just give me 1 minute. Somebody is going to come to join the studio. I noticed when Cataract know the dancehall thing. You know when you have some big artist on and they bring in a special guest performer. This one guy, are you ready to just drop the bomb when the man asks to come on? Nobody has ever seen this person. It's the stepfather / of 2 youngsters, but not ask him no question too controversial. I'm begging, because you them still in the thing here.
Okay. No problem. We can invite him.
I won't say anything more. But I can tell you, one of his kids didn't get back in the thing. The other one had what was it now? The document issues. Right? So just hold on. Him soon look to come in here.
All right, so guys, get the likes at the time. Get the likes to 200. Let me hear
this one big. This one big. This was one of the big names that the coach was expecting from overseas to come in. So, but
okay.
People better this one big.
Okay, well, leader, why? First, you tell we say we can't ask no question.
No, the man, the youngsters still apart. If the team goes forward,
we won't ask no question.
We'll
be stuff on him and just ask who he is, and like.
And they can ask the 2 youngsters, the 2 overseas youngsters that are connected to him. One of them is a big name.
So, leader, let me ask you a question. Why? How are you getting, leader? Why you not get leader? Why you not get my boy? Leader, why not get my boy? My boy from Kingston. Why not make him come on? Because I think Kingston football. Because we want to hear about what they are doing in the
Which one? Who?
You need to find my boy them from Kingston Football Academy because we need.
You don't want him now.
If we can get them now, because we want to hear about the
Netherlands. Big star in here show, man.
Yeah, we need it. We need them.
He was calling me while I was on the air, so just give him a California is, them time zone different and things. So
man. Just get that guy because we want the people to know about them, because we're trying to sell people in Jamaica that's doing things, and I think that academy doing big things, because we can clearly see that they're going to England, and we see the team them are actually playing in England. Yeah, and we see what them are playing in the Netherlands. So if we can give them some of our support, I want to give them the support. So if a man in the Netherlands or England and they want to go and watch the Jamaican kids them, go and watch them, so we can see a potential future star. You get me? We are trying to do good things, and not just because we are a fight. I say, the overseas man for their team, We want the Jamaican youth them get better as well. So we have to highlight the man and we have to do the right thing. You get me? And Kingston Football Academy doing a very, very good job. Guys, please go out and check out Kingston Academy. I think right now the things that they are doing, I think they might just gonna lead in the academy business by putting on the.
JD, you can't say that though.
One thing though, Kingston Academy. Hold on, let me tell you one thing, JD. The players at Kingston Academy, they are not all exclusive.
Who are play? Them are get the deals them for play the games. Them.
They make the deals with everybody else still, and we're not a problem.
But me like it. Me like what them do. Like what them do. And me want to give them the highlight. That's all me say. So no, me don't know why you tell me say and everybody player.
No, but some people might feel that player A from all of them are from Kingston Academy, while you'll have players from Arnett, you have players from Cavalier. All about.
That simply means they might go for the whole Jamaica. That even better. Me want to say it because of Jamaica.
Players in the current under-17 now actually had played with Kingston Academy, and none of them are there directly associated, but they brought them as guest players. I think at least 2 starters in the current under-17 were actually brought in by Kingston Academy, and I think they did travel with them at least 2.
Clan man, no bother with it, man. Me no want to hear who I do it before me. I talk about who me see I do it. All right?
But that me tell
you, no bother with it.
that a go cause.
No,
Sometimes you go
I
some
listen
place
to you.
where
I
all you have to
sent
say the man
one.
them do a good job, and we
Yes,
want to give them a highlight.
I think they do the best job in Jamaica. I like them organization, and I like what Champion did. I like everything what them do. And worst off, you tell me that now that they're getting more people involved, like them try to take everybody player with them see with potential. Me like it even more. And me can clearly outline so them get games where me can go to England and go to the match. Other people from England can go to the match. That's all. Me never see nobody do that since me on YouTube. So that's all. Me not have to give them credit. Me never see nobody do it. Nobody with it.
A couple times when we go, thing them man, we never seen that.
Nobody come talk where got your cup now, you know. Nobody come talk where got your cup for 100 years ago, you know. And that him got talk when they catch a wreck.
We were there right after before the pandemic.
That's what
We
I'm
travel
telling you.
for
You're going to
Jamaica and
start
come and
them
support
for
us.
unnecessary argument. Just big up the people them.
Leader want him credit. Leader want him credit. Hey, you see me tell us so there. Look on that. Me giving it Jamaican credit and leader want to take credit. Tyreek in the chat. A fight for him clan master. Everybody else. All right, you know what? A lot of people put together to make the youth them can go overseas. But the money do a good job.
Give thanks to them.
Just make me say, why me can't give it?
No, may I stop you? Because I tell you sometimes I understand the Gronglish. When you say something to a Jamaican man, you say it doesn't go stir up something when unnecessary.
But me never mean me talk about the people them what them do.
They allow it, no man. Where force, where keep a force, yeah. The man keeps an academy is going on a great tour. They are bringing players who are outside of the academy.
What's the name? What's the name? Devil Dog. Who is Devil Dog? Devil Dog, turn your mic, your camera on for a minute. Because Devil Dog don't look so right, you know. Devil Dog, can you turn the camera on, please?
If a man come on here without a camera, no JD issue.
Devil Dog, because I said that the superstars, they can't come on without cameras, you know. You have to turn the camera on, Devil Dog. So make sure you prepare with the camera and we will let you on Devil Dog. Because that Devil Dog thing has a terrible name. So let me see if I can find it. Who is this Devil Dog? Devil Dog.
Really hard, I think, you know. Really hard.
What's the name of the person? Because I can see it. All right, let me hear. Hello, Devil Dog. You have to turn the camera on, Devil Dog. We can't deal with disrespect because Cataract out here cursing. So you have something to say, Devil Dog?
It's your move, though.
All right, so Devil Dog is Devil Dog, can you sort your mic out and return, please? We are willing to invite you on the panel, but we have to get the camera on.
Can't come on here without camera. But anyway,
no,
let me get back to the real argument. Let me get back to the real argument. I have some questions I want to ask Leader.
Leader, you're on the team leader. Give me some positive news. Let me feel good that we need to support.
So my JD, I cut me about to ask the team. Leader, you
no, because I wanted some positivity. At least, you know.
So why if I'm asking something negative?
So Cataract, me not care whether ask him and say you can't just ask him after Cataract. How can both of we be co-hosts? It's the worst combination ever.
Let me find out from the person if them have an issue with the camera, yeah?
If he's Devil Dog, we're gonna let him on. We don't business with Cataract.
So are the Devil 2 pick me a play for Jamaica?
In backstage still, or you am gonna get him?
Get him, but you never confirm that it's Devil Dog.
Just give me a minute. Just
okay? Confirm if he's Devil Dog.
God. The only thing left here, man, come on here named White Mutt.
Jason said the man named Dying Dog. Jason, we cannot support the guys, support the kids, them family. And we out here laughing after the kids, them. Come on, man. Let we present ourselves properly.
No, but I just want to know if that Devil put them a play for Jamaica.
So Cataract, let me set ourselves properly. So if it's Devil Dogs coming up, we can present ourselves decent. Let we be respectful. Stop with the laughing in the chat, guys.
No, be respectful. I just want some question. I want to know if what could be the name on the back of the shirt. Them is it we are gonna see Devil number 5? I don't know. Come, I want to buy that shirt there. You understand?
So we have Leader back again. Leader,
Okay,
was
look
it?
here. Just give him, look here, JD. He can't disclose location and them thing. They just easily.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, what is
Just,
that him?
he was Devil Dog.
Come in, boss.
yes, just hold on, man.
All
Just
right,
him
Devil
coming
Dog,
on.
you can return
Let me
back.
tell
All
you.
right, return
It's
back.
Kyrome. Do you know Kyrome Lumsden?
Yes, we know him, and we
You know
want to
who he
hear.
is, right? One of the
Yes,
big names that the coach wanted to get.
yes. All right, so
Okay,
it is
also I
Devil Dog.
think
Okay.
Amir Doc. He's on.
All right. Good afternoon, Mister. The name
Devil.
I did not want to call it that name, but we have to mention that because we heard that you're in a location and your name can't be mentioned. So could we call you the Great Devil Dog?
Yeah, good evening, Mr. JD.
Good,
And,
good evening. How are you doing?
the
Because you mash up the
Cataract,
whole.
big respect to Cataract. I always listen to your thing, you know. Big
Good
up.
evening.
Yes.
Are you reporting live from hell?
Yeah, hey. Devil Dog is a honorable name. It's crazy, you know. When the Marines them a take on the German them in a World War II, and a little bit of Marines. So them have to scream while them a run at the Germans them, you know. So the
Okay.
Germans them say it sound like a bunch of devil dog a run at them.
Wow. I learned something new. Respect, man. So how you doing, man? How you feeling?
Hey, you know, we couldn't feel better, you know, but you know, based on the circumstances, you know, we just still take it easy, optimistic, you know, definitely still,
Okay.
you know. Yeah.
So basically the kids won't be here, or one of the kid won't be here at this point, right? Because the time gap is too close. So could you confirm with us that that kid has Jamaica and only Jamaica in his heart? Because we realize that even when we are true Jamaican, come here, you're true Jamaican. You understand me? You we just want the people who are listening that's from inside Jamaica to understand that these kids have affinity towards the country.
No, 100% then as Sir Maxwell can confirm them know one of the kid personally from him about 8 year old and meet him in Sweden, which unlike yesterday, this about 7 years now, this kid had dominant well I sure even over Europe, you know. The
Yeah.
same kid turn out for captain the USA team, beat up Belgium, playing a couple international games. So these kids play. You know, as I may I tell you, Mexico and these teams that travel to Europe and beating these Portugals, Belgium, Slovenia, Croatia. These tournaments happen every couple of months consistently.
All
You know,
right.
so,
Nice.
but back to that, of course, the kids them all. I mean, the kid them eat ackee and saltfish. The kid them eating mackerel, bully beef. I mean, shit. Sorry for the language, but the kid them at heart are Jamaican. Specifically, say the kid where him want play a mistake make on the kid bird paper that not have nothing to do with the kid or anything, right? The kid father, back to even showing how the kid them want to play for Jamaica. This kid father did probably over 10 years at JDF. I hear some people are talk about what them really do for the country, right? This kid father do 10 years at JDF, right? Captain a JDF team winning a league where was to bring JDF to the Premier League from the Major League, whatever, right? Them need to look at the kid history, right? So the kid father just have for pass. And there's a mistake on the kid bird paper. So that again just asks a question, not to blame anybody, not even the it's just where the minister of sports there as well cataract said these people we just sign off on one document,
Yeah.
why all of these confusion are going, but definitely not gonna chew on a stone. Which things is definitely better because the kid them generally in them heart. Kid like Urge were like them kids that play with were close to. Where them know them and Urge and certain kids can beat USA, can tackle Mexico because the kid them know the pool. Right? All of these kids play at LAFC or Galaxy where these kids play against every day, train against them every day.
Wow.
Right? So the kids them here, the same kids them are going to go Costa Rica, Guatemala. I mean, Costa Rica, Guatemala have a team with 4 of the kids them from LFC. El Salvador captain. Yeah, El Salvador captain LFC. Mexico captain LFC. All of them kids there, LFC kids them.
Wow.
And 2 of the kids them we speak of are the 2 of the most elite kids them in a LFC.
Wow. Wow. So the only thing, you know what we have to try and do, we have to try and see if we can get to this lead of sports, you know, because I truly believe that these guys might not be this much interested, you know, to go to them, you know. So what I think we should try to solve it. Like we should try to write to these people or try and call this lady to inform her about the problem and take a report from all of these persons peer, you know, the kids and parents from overseas to prove that these guys truly want to make Jamaica elite. That's the best way to do it, you know. Like just pass this JFF thing and pass. We're not blaming the JFF, but we're just saying pass these people and go directly to the persons that can make a change. Because these guys are here and they're telling you that they want the players them to damn play. You understand me? So at least we want to figure a way out to get them on them papers early, man. It's shocking, man. You get me?
So,
Daddy, let me just say one quick thing. I'm going to arrange it, you know. I'm have our number in the phone.
I'm up for it.
Let me tell you. If you remember last year when I think the under-15 girls had an issue at the embassy, she did step in at the last minute and assisted and got everything done. So they can do it. But the problem is, if she's not asked, nobody she can't step in. So what I think happened then was, I don't remember who it is that went to her when they really ran into problems. So the JFF themselves have to open their mouth and appeal and beg for their
leader, hold on, JD.
One second, Cataract. Let me just follow up now. Cataract, them not have to open their mouth. You know why? Them in just open their mouth on the gleaner and say the people have papers problem. So we don't need to even ask them more questions. We use that and show them some people's problem.
No, and I'm saying to you, no, that's not how it's done. Please, I'm begging you for a minute. Sir, the player or his guardian, because they are minor, there's a minor, write a letter. Because we chat too much sometimes. And you appeal and you outline what the issue is, that the father is a genuine Jamaican, he has served in the army, he has passed, is that you acknowledge that there's an error and you're asking for an exemption or the intervention of the Honorable Minister. You copy it to the Minister of National Security, who is in charge of PICA. But I'm going to tell you, if you don't get no job, I'm going to tell you copy the Prime Minister right now, because people don't like when you write the Prime Minister upon them. Allow them some time, and if you don't get any joy, you can write to the Prime Minister or the Governor General. We're not a banana republic.
It makes sense. Perfect.
Right? This may are given you for free because some man company here and DJ act like they know it all. They don't.
I just people, you just want to turn it back on war. You give something, we continue. But
right. But what I wanted to ask is in terms of to the general that's over in a LA. But I live at LA a short time, you know, over in Athens Park.
Oh Lord,
you know?
In my back go LA now.
No, I'm not taking up LA, but I live at LA. I couldn't fit in over Athens Park. You know Athens Park, man. And I think about a month or two in a place that they call the Jungles. But what I want to ask you, because JD talked about true Jamaica, a raw charge Jamaica, may I ask you. What the people them want to know, say, whether the youth them that style Jamaica. That is really what got people blood
I
and
can't put it in the word that you guys using today. I'm not in Jamaica to know words.
Well, I am putting it to the gentleman. And what I want you to do is to assure the public that at no time was a styling thing going like the youth them use Jamaica in order to get a US call up and vice versa. That there are players who are of age, who are sufficiently mentally woke that want to represent the country and do good. So over to you.
No, well, we can't go even as far as we tell us that the kid them be even interested for go play a Manning Cup at one point because them hear from people where them there around the energy where exists in the Manning Cup. Right? And them they pretty close for go play in the Manning Cup. Because the kids them homeschool as where Jamaica even they probably a little bit behind our sense. The kids at them age they were serious. Them can't go regular school in our sense. You know what I'm saying? So back to the part of the kids them commitment. It started from even there, so then it got to the food and the ball game where them play every day. You know, the kind of energy, the same skimmage rough, you know, play with them hand, the same physical aspect of the game, them play with in a them natural habitat, you know. So for kind of hear it, it probably discredited in a way, and of course kids talk, you know, because most of these stuff we learn from the kids them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, honestly, even, you know, a lot of kids come out of the camp and show the kids them because we get a whole heap of feedback, you know, and the kids them talk. You know, so it good for no even heard whatever happened, you know, hopefully them get it right because, you know, Mr. Herds play a lot of time personally in the camp with the US and all of that.
Yeah.
You know, and
It's not a normal player.
yeah, he possess the ball well, you know, very good. You know, and them a talk about physicality, but he might give you time on the ball, you know, all of that. You know, and him have precise passing, him have vision, and he's a prospect. Yeah, really is a good prospect. And he's a kid that will tell my kids, you know, hey, you are a real Jamaican because him go Jamaica more regular and eat curry goat, bun and cheese, and I saw him deal with it urge.
Yeah.
You know, I can't vouch for a kid like
So
that.
how that take a damage the youth they know when him come here now, achieve what he achieved at this early level, and then when he comes here, people like want to pretty much almost styling. That take a impact them, and you know, hope them have as I said, they're mentally strong. So maybe them look at it as just a next stepping stone, and they will come back and repeat the process again. You know, I hope.
Yeah, well, if urge, if them give, if urge, if I that them do and them fix that and then bring him back in, then as I'm saying, can do work because the kid, even the culture. If you see the kid, you ever see him here, him represented, even him here, him have some dreads going on. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the kid is cultured, really, really cultured. You know, probably even a lot more than the other boys them. You know,
Alright.
and the
JD,
kid them communicate.
yeah, look here, JD. Let me just say something in just to back up what him said. Jermaine, look here. You see behind me on the screen here?
So
Behind
what
me,
that's
the parrot.
Yeah.
You know why, you know? Look here. You see these kids and their father here. When we went to Sweden, you know, I didn't know them, you know. They seeked us out as when they saw that we were the only Jamaican team. There were thousands, there were a whole heap of teams there, and they seeked us out as a Jamaican team. And I can tell you, every single match we played, they were there, right? This gentleman talking now, I can tell you, we went with a bare bone staff. He is the assistant coach for the team. He can tell you, you understand? They seeked us out. You understand? So this is not something where, boy, they're there and then, you know, once they heard that it's a Jamaican team, they were there at all of the matches. They followed us. You understand? So this is not a fly-by-night thing. At those times, they never even, I think, and they know about a Jamaica, you know, national team at the time. You understand? So you're talking about, and I can tell you, these are, boy, we don't want to say born Jamaican. They're not born, but I yarded them straight.
Yeah.
You understand? I tell you, right? They might even be more Jamaican than some people that born here. I tell
Yeah,
you.
man. That's true, man. That's true, man. So,
No, leader, respect that. But that's why I'm tell guys, say, you know, I say Paris and Topia and all of them kids that come get for hang them first and up front. You know, busy, you know, cause me a purple alumni, you know, Kasey. So when me say busy and all of them youth there, I was a good feeling for me. You know, and for say Paris when me there Italy the other day and me get for say Paris play down in Slovenia
Yeah.
before him got Dino Makia, you know. So I mean that's them stuff that the kids them know about and them know Leon Bailey and Sterling. I mean all of them stuff they are play a part for know them kids are Jamaican and them are live a great life and them are show them culture where them is. You know, and them see them close to UC and Bolt, and you know, them say, well, then, damn, this thing is a big thing.
Yeah, but I'm just hoping that we can change the behavior because it just always seems like, and it's not just it's not we're not blaming anybody, you know. I think we're blaming everybody, you know. It's like we're not trying to move forward to fix this thing, you know. Like I heard Mr. Speed come on. Mr. Speed conversation is straight up. We don't have certain quality. The entire world go for quality, so we just need to just pick them money. They said they right now. You get me? But it looks like the people them now gravitate to it. So we have to have more of you, big boss, to come on, and some of the kids them for start come on for make people actually know them and say them youth here are just Jamaican just like the man them. You get me? Because every single time you have the people, I tell you, just like how the man make them decision and it always favor one set, I'm telling you that's how the people them think. I just make because my channel kind of come like the channel where if them do certain thing, mega call them out, you know? That's how them do it. But me I tell you, when you look up on that Sports Max, my God, man, you see the man them have a slide. Me don't know, them not understand that people leave for betterness. And in order for them get the better, no, they went there and got the betterness of the country, and then their kids grew up there and got that advantage. It's not them just left Jamaica. It's like, if you leave Jamaica, it's a dishonorable thing. Because you left other people suffer and you give me that feeling there. Because me always I try to figure out what the hatred for other people, you know? Why you can't just jump up and say, somebody, oh, I true you get the opportunity. No, the man get the opportunity, you never get it. You
So
get me? See? Yeah.
I want to make another suggestion to the parent. I call him Mr. Elliot. I think that what the next tournament that's coming up is the under-20, but certainly that there's the World Cup itself, right? And there's some time between the qualification and the World Cup. But what I would want to put to you, because I've had this idea, but I've never had a chance to really speak to a parent, is your sons play in the academy tournament, um, where academies play against each other, right? The elite academies. The elite academies are what they are called. Because you have many other academies in America, but you have elite ones that are attached to the professional clubs, the MLS clubs. That maybe they can form a little alumni, a little association of Jamaican eligible players. So let's say they go play a player from DC United, then get them in one little WhatsApp group. And so when them come the next time, it's 5 or 10 of them march out together. And I think that will give some weight, right? Because in the end of the day, I truly believe, and I'm saying this, sir, because nobody knows what tomorrow is promised. If we get rid of the xenophobia and the best 23 players represent Jamaica and the best 11 that can work together, I truly believe Jamaica can win a World Cup. I truly believe it.
I'm not part the assets still, but
the 4 best Jamaicans taken out of a very transparent system, pass a baton around a track and have the world record. It's not far-fetched. But there's none of these little ism and schism in the track and field thing. Shelly and Fraser Price, she shot and we're false here. Sherika Jackson, tall and she black. This one look
Brianna
chocolate.
Williams.
right? Brianna Williams, born in America. But when we work together, we can beat the world, given the right set of circumstances. So what I'm saying is I'm making a suggestion that and it just take a catalyst, one person. So you them link up the next youth they will play at Atlanta United. Link up the next youth them and the youth them when them no play at DC. When them play them again in a match, say all right, youth, we just play against you. See my number, say your number here. But we are old school, man, you know. Them youth are gonna say, see me Instagram here, see me panogram here. You understand? And make them form a kind of like how you have the ex-police association in a place, you have the former KC students, just form a little association in the formal, you know, but between themselves, that the man and man them, the youth and youth them link. So that when it comes to the under 20, this mistake is not made again. That I just I've given 2 recommendations today. You can appeal to the minister. You can, if that appeal doesn't work, you can appeal to the prime minister and you can appeal to the governor general. Plain and simple. Because that is we are a proud country of 60 years independence. We are not a banana republic. Where a man have a one mistake but him think that him life end. He can't move forward in career. Through the person at the RGD the Davan Kasai. I'm gonna tell you the truth, couple people at RGD can read all right to you know. You know them old them time days, you know. Then just get a work. That's why you see whole heap of mistake there on birth paper. Trust me, I tell you.
Yeah.
Trust me, I tell you. So the system is not meant to stop those who want to progress and the good citizens. That's not what the system is there for. So if your heart clean and your hands clean, there is a way.
True. Well said. Cataract.
Well
Let me
said,
tell you
Cataract.
something. One of the biggest examples, right, of certain mistakes that can happen. I don't know if any of you know, any of you remember Omar Davis?
Omar Davis. Yeah, man.
Former finance minister.
Mm-hmm.
You know that this guy.
I'm
Listen
Jumbo,
what I said now, Omar Davis, Davis. He has a brother by the name of Ray Davies, Davies. The family name is actually Davies. But Omar, there was an error. And
it's 3 brothers with 3 different spellings.
A different person.
It's 3 brothers with 3 different spellings.
Yes, that's true. There's another one, I think.
Carlton Davis, former cabinet secretary, have a different spelling.
Yes.
And it's one father and one mother.
Father.
And 3
one
different
father,
spellings.
and the 3 of them have 3 different spellings.
So, enough
We're going to start it out. Cataract. Look here. From Mr. McCann call this man, you know, so we're close. We're going to start it out. And the advice you give, we're going to help him in the right direction there. Thank you very much for that.
Respect you.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Man, you can call him like that. You know, so I'm an ordinary person.
And because if we can get a much more organized, shorter interview with the kid them, we can do an interview, because sometimes we don't want to bring them in front of the people them, because sometimes the people are bad. Be a bad man in chat, you know. Sometimes we don't want to bring them to that. So if you want them interview, we have no problem to do it. We don't want to do it live, you know. Or maybe if them willing to do it live, me not a problem, you know. But sometimes I'm afraid of them coming there. Me don't want to do it live with the young kid them, you know. Some man who come in the chat and mash up the interview them. So without tape it. So if you want that, big boss, we are willing to do it so people can get to see them, you know?
All right. Well, definitely we talk to Sir Maxwell, man.
All right.
Big up to you and Cataract and the whole, you know, Jamaica Federation, you know, definitely a root for them. Hopefully them pull it through and we catch up where we catch up, you know. We are keep a dialogue going, you know.
Yeah, man. All right, then respect my boss and worry yourself, man. We there, I push the fire, man, yeah?
All right, man. Take care.
Okay,
Bless up, Sir Maxwell. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. So guys, that was the great Devil Dog.
Bring on a big name in your show, man. I'm gonna hear the explosion. Hold on, the JD. Seriously.
No, man, a bad mind here today, man. You see, we don't even eat 200.
A big artist.
We didn't even get 200 likes. Then we get upset.
Artist, so. I may never get the explosion when the man come on. Oh God.
Man,
Yeah,
man,
but
I beg
Boris,
forward.
Boris, we literally drop the link for you to come on because maybe you can educate us because I realize that you do your research as well. But yeah, send me down. But you see someone send me, earlier in a leader, I do a video upon Whisper, you know. The man them cost me, you know, for do the video upon Whisper, you know. And me I tell you so when we done the
One thing, how much more time you have on your show?
we can go up to 3 hours.
Any
Man.
about that time, man.
We can go to 3 hours. No man, if the people not get likes,
Let me just step off of the stage, soon come back.
all right, no problem. I know you come back with somebody big again. Because he ma flex on cataract, you know. So Boris, you can come on and give your take, man, because I will listen to it, you know. But one thing I say, when the man them send me for the information, send me for the information, them when we go feet and come back, I ain't suit them done them. Which me I show them the facts, you know. In a suit them done them, you know. The man them get upset cataract and I speculate and I say, me I try, even though me not think the guy said it in a way, but he must say, yo, why me I try say Rich, like put up Rich against Mr. Butler. I mean, I say, brother, me not put nobody against somebody, me just bring the information. Because people had said things before that you can't sign certain wear. So when me get the information to the Jamaican people, me now come back to the Jamaican people and tell them, say, no, you can sign, but this is the way you can sign. We're picking them, but this is the way. The reason why you can't sign in a specific way, it is because people want a transfer. So Cataract, should I come and lie? And fans, should I come and lie after I get the information? Because it looks like some man just want to have a mannequin a man here. You get me? A statue man I try look, you know. And Jamaica, I'm gonna tell you, enough of them man like Jamaica. Because if me get the information to help the youths in Jamaica and me bring it back to the youths and say, yo, this is our work. And you want me not busy about Richie and Mr. Butler. It's something me don't know nothing about it. So I'm gonna leave that alone, man. Me never said that. Me just tell about Whisper. We talk about the people, the player them when they hear the competition. What the amount of thing we do in our video. And the man them look for the 1 point. Everything we bring come when nobody na bring come. And the man them go for the 1 point where them assume. Wow. Sometimes me not like do the research, man.
JD.
Yeah.
You ever go sting it?
I mean, I understand. What you talk about? You
ever go sting it? When Ninja Man come on and then him go and bring on some artists, he bring on the foreign artists there, right? Like Biggie Smalls, come on.
We are bringing on
the next in a couple minutes here. So you can let him in here. You have to pay me for this, you know. A long time leader, like, come on. You get big cataract playing in the background.
Yo, people, give me
I am not a background singer.
You know, that the person going to come on soon.
Never give me some money for pay leader, because your leader bad me for money already. Live him a bad me for money, you know. So you know if they a bad me for money live, they want it behind the door, you know, so they better pay me.
This coach that is coming on, let me just introduce him. He used one of the most unlikely schools and made them surpass a number of schools in Manning Cup, Colts, and Pepsi this year. He's probably the biggest Cinderella story that anybody has ever heard of, right? He embarrassed my school, I can tell you, right? He embarrassed my school in the backyard.
Which school is your school?
Coming on. Shortly.
Let me read the super chat before he comes on because we don't want to pass the super chat them. People can put their money. And Brian Burke said, we can do it live with the kids and the moderators will handle everyone that come with the foolishness. Okay, all right then. All right, respect. Craig says, keep doing your job. Let people take what they want from it. But remember, you know, the problem is, you know, sorry, Michael Thomas, massive respect. Thanks for the super chat. Big up Cataract leader, honesty always. All right, we want to do honesty, but the man don't want to hear the truth. I hear them friend them. They want to hear them clan. Them say and that's it. Them believe in it, you know. Richard Cook, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Says bless up JD and Imaxit. Massive respect. No life for the kids, please. Ian, don't bully me, Ian. Don't bully me. Cause every time you change the information, Ian, don't go like you want to set me up in a Ian. Me send come to Jamaica come find you know. Me no play with finding people, you know. All right. So don't ramp with me, Ian. All right. I tell you. All right.
Yeah, man. Just give him a minute. Him coming. Right. You know, them have to fix up themselves backstage and so. But I didn't tell
a
all
big,
the viewers who this
a big
coach is.
star
He's
thing.
a coach.
He's
And
a
as I
coach.
said, yes, a coach. He has gone overseas, done very
Okay.
well.
Nice,
Right?
nice.
He has carried. There are
Oh,
2 members of the current under-17, which he has
oh, read the marker.
dealt with. He,
Read the marker.
his
Okay.
team won the under-16 title
Hold,
this year.
oh,
Right?
hold on. No, hold on. They have to put it to 200. Guys, 200 likes, or else we're not going to let in the celebrity. On a too bad mind. On a too bad mind. So
The
we
last
have
time his team
here.
won a title was probably about 30 years ago.
All
30
right.
years
All right.
ago, and this man transformed that school into a powerhouse in schoolboy football.
All right. So, Catch Rock, leader take over the hype, you know. So, right, you know, we are benching, you know.
Yeah, man. So we're going to be seeing him in after a little time, him coming on, right?
Yeah, man.
So
And we have to cut the video then if him come on. If we,
Forward. We have to forward.
we have to
the
cut
person
it.
that it
But
has
forward.
changed Champion College and
Here,
made them
no,
into a powerhouse. Can tell you, the Kingston Football Academy, right? This is the man with the idea.
leader, Tariq said a Craig. He's asking if a Craig.
No. What this man does, what this man has done at all levels, man in courts under 16,
So-
Craig could not achieve it in
So
schoolboy.
JD,
He won a
JD,
title and he went
JD,
all of his team
so lead
went
a
to the
new
second
name.
round.
Lead a new name is Nuffy. I'll be your intro by intro. Now the argument. All right, Nuffy.
Introducing
Call
the
the artist.
Kingston Football
Call out the
Academy.
artist, then, Nuffy. Call out the artist, Nuffy.
Hello, good night. I'm trying to see the person, but the person looks like he's still not ready. We will give
He's
him some
there.
time.
I don't know if
Yes,
you can put on him.
evening.
Good
Let me just
evening.
get myself prepared, as you say.
No problem, no problem. We have all time for you, man. Don't worry yourself. Take your time. We will get back to you whenever you're ready. All right.
No problem.
All right, all right. So he's here, but he's getting himself together. You know.
Get the
And
likes up, man. Get up the likes.
that is respect. You see, a
It's
professional
too
came here.
exclusive.
He's getting himself ready. So I love that. You know. Yes, man. And thanks for coming as well. All right. Jason says, KFC for leader. $2? No, $2 cannot be KFC for leader. But at least it's a big start from Jason. All right. Kai said the show must go on. $2. All right. Look, we're getting closer to leaders.
Look here, how much you likes that, JD?
I think they're getting it to once I curse them out. Oh, okay, it's still not at 200. We still need 80
No,
more to
man.
reach.
I'm going to give a Merron Gordon in, but we're not going to give.
No. No. After what go on, Merron not turning up here.
Depends who ask him. Your people don't the leader, man.
All right. So good afternoon, because I was going to start speaking Dutch because I thought it was the Dutchman here. But good afternoon, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. Afternoon to all and all the viewers.
All right, yeah. Because we saw your Instagram post and we did some backroom checks on it, and we saw you guys doing a wonderful job. So I would like you to explain what you guys are doing over there, because they said I'm hyping you guys up too much. But I don't know you. I just like what you are doing. But for some reason, I am finding too much fine words for you guys. So can you guys provide some normal word for the Jamaicans?
Again, thanks for having me. For us, what we're doing here is just what football development really means. We have these kids. The academy got started a couple of years ago. It was really born out of the Campion College program. I'm a Campion alumni. We had a number of kids that came to us to the Campion school, but then we even further had kids from different schools wanting to be a part. Going into the pandemic, we found means and ways to continue having them in training. And it's really from there the academic grew to not just be Campion, but really players of all walks of life coming together to represent the academy. We really focus on development, as I mentioned, but we also want to spend time finding them opportunities. How can we get these players seen both locally and overseas? Whether that be scholarship opportunities, which reality about 90% of players to that means, but you still have that select group that are good enough to move on to professional football.
Okay, brilliant.
I think a lot of persons will hear a little bit more of what we are doing in Europe. I think that's the dream of all young footballers to be representing, whether it is their club or their country in a place like Europe, going against teams there. So where that came about, as you know, my co-director, Coach Eric Marcus, he is also at Arnett, but he's from Netherlands, and that's where that all came about. I think we always had opportunity to go there, but what we found last year, we just found two groups that were really ready to represent themselves, the academy, and even all of Jamaica in the right way. So we made that opportunity available for them. We went with 30 boys, 15 under 14, 15 under 16 players. Went against some teams. The senior team would be in the Eredivisie, which is the first division of Netherlands.
Yes, I know.
We also played in a tournament called the Easter Open. From there, we met up with a team, Luton Town. Developed quite a rivalry there, but we got the best of them in the finals, 2-1. So it was a promising trip, and for us, not just winning a trophy, but started to build relationships, build trust from the persons in Netherlands, scouts and coaches, that Jamaicans can produce quality football players.
All right, that's nice. That's nice. It's one of your a kid from your academy had a parent that told me about it. I came for the final, but I was just a little bit late. And that was my reason why you never saw me, but because I was a little bit late. Because sometimes when you're coming from Belgium, it kind of gives you some little difficulties. So that's why. But I am planning to come to this one. I was going to get to you to get all the necessary information so I can come and show the Jamaican what's really going on.
Great. Would love for that.
All right.
So what we have this year, I mean, we have two well-known academies being involved, and I mean, having the first year of good performance really led to other teams being more and more interested. So we have PSV, the second biggest club. I think a lot of us would agree Ajax is the biggest club in the Netherlands. So PSV, we have both under 17 and under 15 scheduled to play them. Right after we land, I believe it's April 4th.
What we want the location. We want the location. All of those are taking place in Netherlands, and we're in Netherlands because that's what we want. So yeah.
Well, I have to go and check if you had the Dutchman, he knows these places off the back of his head, But it is in the famous PSV training ground, that we will play PSV.
Eindhoven. You're going then. Eindhoven.
Right, there you go.
Yes. Eindhoven.
Right.
I can come there.
And the Borussia Mönchengladbach will be in Germany. I don't know if we have confirmed the venue. I know we confirmed the game. So many times it's just a matter of figuring out where it is best to play.
Okay, so I thought you were going to play both matches in Netherlands, but no, I understand. So I only can come one. I will come the Eindhoven one.
Right. Well, there'll actually be other games confirmed because just as last time, we'll play 4 to 5 matches outside of the tournament. So we more than likely probably will play Fortuna again, one of the clubs we played last year. We'll probably play some other teams in Netherlands. I think we played MVV last year. Yes, taking this right. So it is more than likely there'll be about 3 games in Netherlands, but we are looking to have 1 game in Germany, and there's still a possibility to see us in Belgium.
All right. So I love what you're saying here. And what I want to add to this now, because I saw that you got these dates, and I looked at previous results and you guys did well. So what's working for you guys that you think you can transfer to the entire Jamaica? Maybe it's going to take a little bit longer, but what advice you would give to them? Like what's working? I don't want you to tell you a full secret, but what advice,
I mean, to be honest, that's the thing with our coaches. We don't really have secrets. We think it's it's one Jamaica. So wherever there's a need to help, whether it is a national team or another academy, another club, another school, we are open to that. We can learn and we can also teach persons. I think that's one of the big things we have in the academy. What it really is when you look at the football development is having a sustained plan for the players, really revising each day what you want to deliver to the players. We really want them to think on their own, make decisions on their own, give them a freedom to play. So mistake is something that all players make, and when we have young players, we want them to recognize it is okay to make a mistake, because that's where we learn most of the times. So just the overall style of our coach is a little different, but it really comes down to having them throughout the year playing consistently. So even, for example, since the start of 2023, we've had teams that have played at least 5 matches already. We have teams that have gone almost 15 training sessions since the start of January. So that really is where the development comes in. Players getting a chance to learn the game and going on the field to display it week in, week out. I mean, it's not really a secret, but I do think there are times in Jamaica we don't get an opportunity because the preparation from whether it is Manning Cup is a 3-month thing, and that is the end of the preparation. But when you get a chance to build, so we have a player that is 12 years old and he's learning, and he's 13, he's 14, by 15 you'll actually now see him turning around, and he was not the best player at 12 years old. Sometimes they're even on the bench. And I think companies even a testament, because the academy coaches run the campaign program, and we have some talent at campaign, but it's not a team full of talent. But we'll have them together, and in first form you'll see them struggling, but second, third, fourth form is now to see the results coming in. And we talk about the actual development when we say results, not the actual trophy. But of course, we're glad that also came with it.
Yes. That is beautiful. So, because I love what you guys are doing so much. So, after getting all of these results, especially in this region of Netherlands, are you guys having any planned in the future to have a partnership? Because remember, you build a relationship by playing these clubs, so they start to believe you, and people can believe that yes, we can see 1 or 2 ballers go through your academy to really hit it big time, or at least pass on to our next academy or so.
Well, I mean, for us, this is actually the intention. It's not just to play random teams and each time we go play another team. We're trying to find some connections and some relationships that will allow our Jamaicans to transition to the professional game. Even a possibility of having some of them experience training sessions through tryouts from an earlier age, so that as they now try to transition at 18 years old, it's a little easier for them. The more we expose them to playing with these teams and training with these teams in Europe, it is an easier transition. So that's really the connection that we'll look to set up with these clubs. So we are going to play some of the clubs that we played the last time, and we're really looking for that market of teams that will look into Jamaicans. I mean, a lot of times, these Jamaicans are known for their wingers, their speed and the skill. But we're developing a number of different type of athletes, midfielders with vision, attackers that can score goals, defenders that read the game and can keep the ball on the ground, as we've seen is really now essential played in the defense or even in the goal. We need to have players that have that comfort to put it on the floor and move it around.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. I don't know if others want to come in because that's my questions, and I love the way you articulate yourself properly, and I love the fact that your kids also trying to follow the suit of all of you guys. So you guys are doing a great job for me. You know, yes, at least for now, and I'm coming to see them. I want to see them, and I wouldn't mind you guys do 3 games so I can just rent a hotel and spend 2 days, you know, and just take the team. Yes, PSV is a nice place, you know, a nice place, clean, very clean. So I have no reason not to stay there. Can't talk to you.
All right, sounds good.
Quick question.
Yes.
The most exciting player, I think, from your program was Kai Miles.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. There's so many talented players in here because I know Kai was quite a feature this year for Campion, Manning Cup and Under-16 win. So yes, he's one of our talented players.
And how old is he? How old is he? Because a lot of people were wondering how come he was in Under-17, but when I was explaining to some people how young is he? How young is he, by the way?
Kai is 14. I think he turns 15 in January. So probably he just turned 15 if he actually did
eligible
so.
to play for Jamaica?
What's that?
Is he eligible to play for Jamaica?
Yes.
Of course.
He's eligible to play for Jamaica. Actually, he possibly could play for another country.
Yeah.
So I do hope Jamaica can retain him because he's a quality player. But as I mentioned, with Kai, you have other players that have done well. We have Jamon Line, that's at JC, that represents the academy, and he was the MVP of the Issa Urban win for JC. So I think there are a number of talented players, and we have players in the national program now that are doing well there. So there are some quality players around in the academy. So I give Kai a lot of credit, but I'm not going to say it's a one-man show.
Well, he was a name that a lot of people, when they heard he wasn't included. And although how small he was, to show how much interest a lot of people had. We know there are other guys in there, but I think for a lot of people, he really excited a lot of people when they saw how he played.
Look at that
For me
leader.
personally, he's one of my favorites.
Leader, look at that. Look, more people know about Kyle Miles because when I say Kyle Miles, they know him. But when I said the academy, they don't know it. So that's why I made sure take up that duty to say I am going to make sure all of them people come on YouTube know the academy because you can't be doing that work. And because remember then that's why it goes, because you would need a next kid to come up and go to the academy and then they can nurture them to even get better. You understand me? So the more popular they are, it's the more chance they can find the next talent. And I do believe that these guys are doing a good job, man. Sir, Mr. Ashton, someone paid here. Anthem paid here, they said, because Whisper got a tryout to the under-21s in England. And obviously, these are some of the popular shows. So he's asking what advice you would give him now. He has a 2-week tryout there in England.
I mean, Whisper, I think we've seen some great things from him. I think he's one of the best talents we do have in the country. A lot of times what I really say to players at this age is to continue to do, the basics, the foundation that you learn. I think we want to get our players, more Jamaicans, in the door. And let's not be that flashy player. Let's be that player that the coach can actually see a future with. Let's be a player that a coach can see almost a piece that will be in the club for the next 10 years. So I really encourage the players to put that part as well, not just their football display, but the complete image that a club can truly believe that they will bring their club and the image of that club to a higher level. But I think talent-wise, I think he is capable of making a number of teams across the world. And once he applies himself there and brings a complete package, he will definitely be someone that would be given a contract in short order.
All right, respect. So hopefully the commenter just got that, and I love the way you put it. Be a team player, a player that can evolve a team, and then your skill set shown in the end, and that's what helps you to stay places. Believe me, man. These words that you're giving the kids now, we realize why they are winning trophies. Yes, Cataract. So we have Cataract here now, the big sound selector, but one of the YouTube sensations as well.
I'm just an ultra fan. Good night, good evening, coach. Good morning where you are, I'm not sure. But I wanted to ask a quick question since we are on the under-17. And it's really about Kai Miles. Can you tell us whether Kai was invited to...
He can't hear you, Cataract. You need to speak up a little bit more. You're speaking too low.
No, I'm asking,
let me just mention
if Kai was ever invited to any of the under-17 World Cup qualifying camps?
I think some persons knew Kai was actually injured when they was doing their selection process. So he was not eligible to even be seen by the coaches in that selection period at all. He's actually still injured. I think he'll be back to full fitness in March.
Okay,
Oh.
so he's not available, none at all. Okay,
Yeah,
thanks very much for that.
I wish the youngster speedy recovery.
And he's driving us, so we don't want to take him out. We know you're driving, so we will catch up with you next time because we don't want, we want you to make sure you're safe, Yes, so but we're
Well,
glad
I'm not driving, but I'm
You're
still
not
looking
driving.
Is
around.
being driven.
We're still driving in Jamaica, so I still have to look around.
Okay, but we don't want to. Next time when we speak to you more, we will properly organize something so you know what we want to do, and you can come out with as much information so you can give the public to get in touch with the fans, because the fans are here and you just need to turn up and sell the content to them, because the England one, I think you can get enough people to come and watch those players in England because we have a big diaspora there. So I think that's something you might have to pass back through to give some information on.
Right. Hope to be in England soon and get them out.
Yes. So take your time. We know you're busy, so we can't just jump in on your busy time, But we will link up next time. We love the vibes, man. Respect, yeah.
All right, man. All right. All the best.
All right, yeah. Thanks.
Understand. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes, man. All right.
All right.
That's JD attempting to censor cataract.
Anyway, JD.
And playing.
Yes.
Hold on. That's JD playing the role of Earl the ball eater.
No, it's just me.
No more questions. The man is driving and the man
talent.
tells him not drive.
Right. It's just me having talent to switch off, and switch on. We have our normal show that we want to reason and stuff, and we can get the guy on a separate one for him to get it from the start, so people can watch the video and go and support his team. You understand me? Because they're doing a good job and I like what they're doing, so I want to promote them. And we will get them big, because I'm telling you, once we do anything, everybody have to do it. So they are gonna get big because they deserve to get big. Minakira Clan in the chat saying, but me I try build an academy. What is wrong with Clan man? Oh, that even.
Anyway, JD, look here. I have a cut. As I said, yes. I'm not the closing act. Cataract yourself are the closing act. What I will say, the next show coming up, I will bring on two big guest artists.
So hold on there. I make you
two big exclusives. I won't tell you who, but the other returns offline, and I will let you know. But I drop in the mic, I'm going.
All right,
but I wanted to. He's dropping the mic.
The man, catch out the man, my flex, man.
Lord have mercy. I mean, one tell pro my son, but I two have get selected. You understand?
Brian Burke says, what are your views on the current state of football in Jamaica and how your academy can help develop it?
Brian Burke, JD has cut the program.
No, but what? Relax.
We're gonna call you Earl Bailey, man. JD.
I'm gonna take
Earl Bailey.
I'm gonna take a picture of this one, so we'll ask him next time. All right? Yes. So don't worry yourself, man, Brian. Massive respect. All right, we will put that aside.
JD, what is SSL?
Is hope going forward? Let me take a picture of that one as well too, because we ain't taking people super chat for no reason. We have the questions. All right, so this is the question. So we'll ask him again. Yeah, man, the guys I'm doing good work, man. I can't bother with Tarek Ricky, man. The man a problem, man. The man just always fight me. You get me? I wonder how a leader I get so much money for money. You know, tell we say we broke. You say vloggers them broke. You get me? So yeah, cataract. So right now you have to pay 2 superstar and bring them up, cause you can't make leader flappy like that, All right, yeah, man. Like if we don't see 250 likes, if we don't see 250 likes, I this not this, guys. We do 3 hours and we need 250 likes. That's style on the style thing, and we're giving a whole heap of people, We see Simon popping in for 3 seconds. Me I go have up Simon, Simon, yeah, watch. Me take it personal. Someone click it. Simon give me 3 seconds. Simon can't call me back until him come on the channel and spend 30 minutes. Him can't call me back. I'm on him show until him come and spend 30 minutes. You get me? 3 seconds. Simon come here and say something. So me I got take it personal. Leader top ultrasound. Cataract, what's going on? Suriname out here saying that leader top ultrasound. So Cataract, why oh yeah. Oh, you're gonna fix this problem, sir? Oh, you're gonna fix this problem.
Boy, I'm telling you, look here. I don't want to fight with nobody else. Everybody don't know where the ultra mass. So better know what's up, better know what's up.
Humble one, media Cataract have no links at all. Leader is the boss. It look like
Wow.
the man they
Wow.
wicked you.
Wow.
Look how fast them sell out. So Cataract with the whole lot of ultra, Cataract with the whole lot of ultra them there.
Wow.
Can understand
The ultras, my ultras are there. We're there. We don't play with people. We don't laugh with people. But we're good. I'm gonna bring a whole bag of guest artists. Remember, so I catch you when.
Okay, hold on,
but
guys.
Seriously, though, JD. Seriously.
1 second, no man. 1 second. Anthem. You need to become a member. All right, Anthem. You need to become a member of the channel. Just become a member. So it show up a little bit different. All right. You may make you get away again. Just become a member, Anthem. You're always over here supporting the channel. Just become a member, Anthem. Yeah. All right. So let me. All right. So add Anthem. All right. Continue. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Cataract, what you said now? Because the money was bunny out, you know. Leaders.
I go to have my original ultras, them and then I sell out Cataract song for not at that sound, right? Remember say leader try build back himself in the car. Remember say he did kill himself with credibility and then somewhere. Been afraid of been afraid of no KFC song. Been afraid of no KFC song. You understand? Oh. So, let me tell you what. Remember, with a lot of these things, you know. And that's what you're going on, man. But just remember with a lot of these things, you know, that they're. I wanted to ask him an important question, but I wish Kai Miles a speedy recovery. Good looking prospect, very disciplined young man. I heard him speak after he won the man of the match.
Yeah, man.
Very intelligent sounding young man.
Very intelligent.
Young man, you know. So I wish him speedy recovery and he gets back to his full training and his full self and realizes his full potential. You know, JD, I think I spoke to you and I'm going to speak in some parables. Seeking to even recruit for Jamaica, right? Is really such a difficult thing because when people tell us that this is Jamaica and our thing not different and not normal, it's a hard process. But I think that the JFF administratively need to have a desk where it is somebody's job to do the things that persons like Cataract, Devon Porter, even Ian, to some extent, are doing, right? Because it's real full-time work. And sometimes, a lot of times it's thankless, but sometimes, you know, we just end, you put a lot of effort in, and then you just end in a roadblock because we as Jamaicans, our stories around the world is really difficult. No, you know, there was a player that we were tracking, got the information that he's Jamaican, starts for his club in the EPL, you know, born in 2006, everything, first generation Jamaican, and father Jamaican, so he's not looking for no grandfather birth certificate, and rare. And we, you know, I was liaising with somebody and trying to, you know, all right, these are the documents you need, 1, 2, 3, everything all right, the youth pan form, there's a position, and I wanted to speak to the leader but you cut me off, and sometimes you ask you. No. I'm talking about before, because I
Mm-hmm.
really wanted to speak about the striker problem that we have, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So very good
So we
striker.
get to run out of time, so we got 10 minutes you have left.
Okay, does not say that very good striker. Very clinical striker. You want to play for Jamaica? Yes. You wait for England? No. I mean, and right when the youth supposed to go carry them document, we start to get a little hitching. And when in the end, cause you know, so my head no good sometimes. I just say to the father, brother, just come straight to me and tell me we really are going. Why the youth, it can't get the thing, because he had told us, boy, if you just get him driver's license, renew one thing and everything else ready. He have him Jamaican birth certificate, everything ready, everything good. And when the last minute, no, this was last year, though, when the youth know everything's supposed to go and then go to the commit. I said, how come the youth don't go? Boy, you see me go and dance last night and I have to slap 2 shots after a guy, so a police walk me. That's Jamaica. That's the environment we work. You just have to say, boy, you what, big man, go on good for that. We should well for the hideout.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what I mean? So
One.
our circumstances are so difficult that
Mm-hmm.
I think that we have to harness our resources, because many will slip through our fingers. But let us just try to catch it. I think that the father there, the devil dog, said, the players know each other. Because when you're coming up through the academy system, whether in the USA, Belgium, anywhere, you're playing against each other year in, year out, under 13, under 15, under 14, and you know the strengths and weaknesses. So, my last take on it, I think it's a sad situation. I think the coach needs to clarify the statement when he has a
Mm-hmm.
next opportunity,
Yes. Or
and
you shouldn't go
or
to this.
provide the proof and
Mm-hmm.
try to heal whatever damage would have been done to those players who have expressed an interest to play for Jamaica and who are not there. Again, I keep saying, and I say on every program, I look forward to February 12th. I look forward to us winning this tournament. I look forward to us
Can't talk.
qualifying.
But I would winning the tournament. I put that upon the kids,
How you
but
mean I put
doing
it on
good.
the
We're
kids?
looking forward
No,
for them
no,
to be
no,
doing good at this
no, no,
point.
no, 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 no. I don't. No. Don't put words in my mouth, please.
Okay.
Allow me to my views. I'm expecting us to win this tournament. I'm expecting us to qualify easily, and nothing less than qualification will be acceptable. And if there is no qualification, there must be serious ramifications. It never goes so like the under 20. So hope the youths them stay, don't get injured, and um, everybody has a passport and get their visa. And I don't want to hear nothing at the last minute say you not have visa like what had happened to Kyle Ming, or Kyle Ming who was supposed to travel to the Panama game in the first qualifying round. I hope everything is there administratively. And as I said, with the quality of players that we have left behind, I think that we all can expect great things. I wish Coach Merron Gordon all the best. You know, and hope
Big up
with the
Tennessee,
stay
big up
ability.
Tennessee and Devil Dog. Big up yourself, man. Yeah, man.
Big up the wolves that are
I'm
ultras
the
them,
one here. I'm the one here. Said JD, can you get a separate interview with the champion coach? These are the personnel that we should give the highlights. But I've told you guys that are the people when me give the highlight from to them. I'm done with the kaba them. I'm done with it. You get me? Me tell us, me straight, when me say me I do something, that me I do. These people are doing very good things, so we are going to support them. I'm going to go there. I'm going to bring all the equipment them to show the game to you guys. I'm going to try and make sure I prepare it. Hopefully, I can get all the instructions, and I will turn up there and get to look at the game and make the people can see. Yeah, man.
And I hope that
But Kai, from
the
the other day,
young
I've been doing quality content, like sticking and quality content, like researching and having. I'll look on the paper. Look how much things are on the paper. I'll know me no. Why the camera can't focus? Look how much thing me write down on the paper. Me not come nowhere as yet. So people just relax in yourself, man. Every time I'm coming here, it's thing that I've organized right throughout. You saw the guy.
content prep.
You see the guy turn up and me just switch off and just go into my reasoning mood with the guy. Don't worry yourself, man. Me have the talent. Me just angry, because every single time you come here, you have to repeat the same thing. You get me 1 year later, you have to repeat the same thing what happened before, and it just look like say we have to really drown these guys out from getting people inside to change things, Yeah, so that's what we're doing, man. Supermarket list? No. I'm not. It's not a supermarket list. Brain Drain said, say again. Who are you planning to highlight? I am highlighting all of the people that's doing something and positive towards Jamaica, because all of the things that the guy just said they are doing. It simply means in closely in the future you could see something pop out from their camps. You know why? Because they keep on doing good overseas. And that's the track record, and those are legitimate teams. Because I went there typing the teams them, and I saw all the players them that I needed to find. You get me? I don't have to ask you who you play. You get me? Me know who you play before you even play them. You get me? So you can make CV for these people, and they can put it in their database basis. So what they're doing is beautiful, and I think kids need to start choosing them to go there, and and try and learn a few things, because they're doing good, man. I just saw it. I have to give them respect. Anthem, thanks for becoming a member, guys. A whole heap of man can become a member. Let me see. Me need 15 more members, because I pay a fight. The man fight against me, the thing, Oh, me have around 20 odd members. I know me now have 20 odd members. Let me give you the members list. And people need to buy my clothes, them, my big bad clothes, them, All right, let me get where's the merch, the members list. Join the channel and get perks. Okay, this is the join button. I'm gonna drop the join button, guys. I think it's little nothing. It's less than a super chat. So if I get 10 people to join it, I will pass back what I had on my big channel. So the fact that I have less than 20% of what less than 20%, I have less than 20%, but yet still I still get the same amount of members. That means I've improved. So when I reach back 20,000, I will definitely have 50, 60 members or 200. All right. So, guys, that is the members list. Just become some members. We will give it like 5-10 minutes so we can get 3 members or so. We just got the big bad Anthem becoming a member. Thanks very much. So the man's them just click on it. You can click the cheapest one and become a member and support the thing. You get me? Yeah, man. Laugh out loud. No, $10 today. Michael Thomas, that's okay, man. Oh, you're cussing Brain Drain. It's okay. Need to step up your game on the merch. I'm gonna work. I had to improve the merch, but I never got any time. So give me a little time, all right? All right, unless you're gonna miss a stream. So the little time that I had to do the stream, I do the merch, fix the merch problem in that time. Yeah, you have too much attitude. You Owen. But we need to fix the merch. Like I think we just get up and fix things. Bernard said he's interested to play for us, and up to now they don't reach out to him. Yeah, that's someone else that they need to reach out to, because he keeps doing better and better, so he's improving. But what I like from the coach just a while ago, Cataract, giving people some time to become members. What I like from the coach, he makes me feel like the talent that the players that he had. You know what? Because he said it's not a bag of talent, but they are there and improving. So that's honesty. That's how I wanted people to talk from day one when it comes on towards Jamaica players, because you hear him say it's not a bag of talent. That's honesty. So, but repetition improve you, hard work improve you. You understand me? You become better naturally, and I love that, because I would take a bunch of players that developed year in year out and become better, rather than a man where them say is a big baller. You get me? I want to go with cataract. Why you scrub your face, brother? I will chop you. I don't plate you make.
Listen. Why you call up with me? You listen one dub. Sorry
The
for your
man
mad
a
head.
the man a scrub him face like a dub plate. Him a listen like a man a rub him out on the dub plate. Like a man a say, cataract a big fool boy.
That's listen one dub.
Guys, cataract a scrub him face like a dub say him a big fool boy. And people, yo, cataract a coming in. So the man rub out cataract on a dub plate. Oh my god. Ruchin, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Oh, you're fresh from yard? Okay, all right. Nice. What how the experience looked, you know? Man a rub out Jesus God.
Hey, no man rub me, brother. What team dog? No way I say that. No way I say that.
Yeah, man. I think this is not cataracts night, so we're tell you what, we don't want cataracts stay on longer because it looks like cataract now really win tonight. So we're gonna give him a little time to recover. So I'm gonna have him speed dial superstars them for call.
Play my son, but call up, man, you know. But anyway, they a good program. You gave a lot of different perspectives. Certainly commendations to the two guests, and commendations to the leader for making out and making the people come on board.
First in a life, cataract give leader credit. Thank God.
No, I'm giving him the credit.
Still
can't come in our section.
Finally,
Still can't come in our ultra section in our bleachers. Because we run that. You understand? Oh, but so don't feel this is an open invitation to start coming to the bleachers, leader. Forward, back over, grandstand, where you're dabbling there.
JD, can you check with the leader to see if he has any connection with Ballers? They have something good going on. Okay, yeah, but I know about them, you know. Ballers was the same one that they said brought up Maggie and the right back guy that we have. What is his name again, man? The right back guy that's going to college at this point. And they said that they do create close control. So I guess they are the closest controllers in the academy business. Yeah, so we're gonna meet them, man. We're gonna meet them. Don't worry, man.
Not many academies. There's Dare to Dream. My nephew goes.
Dare to Dream. Okay. All right, JD. Only overseas people can come in and change the thing. Okay. We're gonna get to Ballers as well. Don't know what they're doing. I'm gonna investigate it, but I know that they that guy, man, that right back guy that he said he was actually looking at transfer. Oh, I forgot his name, man. Good guy, man. Good guy. Giovanni can give me his name. Giovanni, what is his name? But anyways, guys, we don't want to hold it too long.
Yeah, man.
Finish Oil is his name. Oil.
So we have to roll out. Yeah, man, doing it big, JD. Couple of nice things. The FA Cup was today, you know.
Yes. Manchester United keep winning, you know. Yeah, but we're not going. We just leave it alone, you know. We're gonna leave the streak alone.
When you do your breakdown, you know what I mean. You can get a chance, you know, to look at how the Jamaican players fared.
Daniel Johnson never fear of well today. Biggie that Spurs smoke him side, you know. Yeah, but we
they were nil all at half time.
Yeah, 3-0 them get in 3-1, 3-0 or 3-1. One of them because I see them scored 3 goals. I mean, I say a waste of time. This Yunmin Son score a wonder goal. I mean, I say all right, then I eat that for them, you know. JD, your thoughts on Man City B team, please. But we did that yesterday, Ruchin, man. We did that yesterday, man. Man's done, you know. And Bobby Reed missed another sitter. Okay, Lee Young. Oh God. All right. So guys, let me leave it and give the street them to the people, them, you know, because you know man can't stay up at night time, you know. Yeah, man. So big up and thanks for the comments and the support today. We did 2 videos. Don't do normally so much still, but 2 long live we do. Yeah, so thanks very much for the support, man, and we'll chop it up. We have the 2 super chat them in my phone. So the next time we meet the guy, we will ask him that and stuff, man. So thanks yet again, guys. Peace out.